the Woodward Heavyweights live on woodwardsports.com. Make sure you like and share the stream. If you're listening on an audio platform, leave that 5-star review.
5-star.
You know we are live from Dispo in Hazel Park. They always take care of us. We got all the goodies up front. Easy's got the bong right there, ready for action. We're feeling good. Maz ate another edible. I don't know. You guys saw that, but was he feeling the same, JB? Was he acting different, or he's kind of calmed down this time? Oh, weak.
He's done it a couple more times since his tolerance is built up.
Is my mic on?
Spinny's mic?
Yeah, I heard it that time.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, but yeah, we got a lot to talk about. Obviously, number one story in all of media, Lena the plug.
Oh.
Lena got plugged.
Lena got plugged.
Yeah, that was.
Absolutely.
Have you partaken yet?
No. But shout out to Lucas.
Shout out to Lucas. Sent the Reddit link.
He did send the Reddit link.
I mean, we paid for it legally.
Yeah.
And we are going to consume it legally.
Listen, Chris was saying some wild stuff earlier. First of all, he said he wishes that he was that guy for sure. But you also said he kissed her on the mouth?
Allegedly, I don't know that part, but that's what I had heard.
I don't know.
I seen the video where he gave her the car after. Did you see that? He gave her a Lambo.
He bought her a Lambo
and then
truck,
he kissed her on the mouth. That's disgusting.
So you hear that, ladies? To get a Lambo truck, all you have to do is cheat on your husband. It's as simple as that.
Well, have him pay for you to cheat on him.
Yeah.
No, I did catch a glimpse of like a lot of stuff on Twitter though. It's
what a world.
Like that guy is a professional for sure.
Well, yeah.
And he
was laying that shit down.
He was, yeah. Unfortunately,
shout out to Lena the plug.
Yeah.
You know,
I wonder how much they were making off that though.
A lot. They made a lot of money.
Yeah.
They've been marketing that shit a lot too.
They were. Do you think?
Yes.
It's all for money.
Yeah, no, it is. Well, I guess that you can't compare stuff like that because it wasn't for sale, but like Kim K and like all that stuff.
God.
Like, I'm just saying, like, what do you think netted more?
Lucas in the Woodward Sports chat says he cream pied the fuck out of her, man.
Did he really?
Yeah.
That's
How do you go back to that?
Would you let your wife do that?
What do you mean? Absolutely not.
Yeah, that's it's tough. It's tough look.
this guy Easy's like, absolutely, insert best offer now, going once, going twice, not.
That's tough look for that family. Tough look for the child.
Shout out to mothers.
That's what's unfortunate. I mean, hopefully they keep the child like private to where like nobody knows.
There's no chance.
Yeah.
I did see a clip of Adam talking about that. He said we're gonna like baby step her into this and be like, your mom's a model, and then your mom, people buy your mom's pictures or like stuff like that, and then slowly just like introduce her to the truth. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool, but you're gonna get in first grade and somebody's gonna be a menace.
Yeah,
it just absolutely ruined their daughter's life.
Little kids are demons, so she's definitely gonna find out. But
she definitely would have no electronics until she's out of the house, because like for pure like torture, people are gonna send that stuff to her like nonstop.
Yeah.
So she should be Amish. Circle back to yesterday.
Yeah, let's go back on the Amish talk.
She should invest in being Amish.
So what did you put Island Boys down bad?
Dude,
oh, that was disgusting too.
That was disgusting. There's no way it was real, right?
I mean,
I didn't want to look any further into what that situation was.
Are they actual brothers?
Yeah, they're actual. They look just alike. What do you mean?
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
they're twin
brothers.
With
all the tattoos and hairstyling, I mean, they could.
Brother, they look literally.
They
the
do
same.
look identical. I'm saying they also style themselves.
There's no excuse for that, Chris.
Well,
I'm not making an excuse. Don't make me as a guy defending it. I'm not defending it.
Explain to the people what happened with the Island Boys.
Chris, you explain to the people. You have a podcast about hip hop. Trying to rap.
I hate that every time you throw the hip hop conversations in, it's always the messy ones, and you're like, Chris, go ahead and introduce this. No, from what I know, the Island Boys are allegedly brothers that make music. I actually don't really know too much of their music, but I know they have some hits.
I'm not saying it anymore.
And there was a video of them kissing, and so yeah, that's that.
It was like
social media shit's gone too far, man.
Way too far, bro. Because like Chris said, kissing, but it was a makeout. It was
I don't like that.
I don't like that.
I don't like that, man. Blade No Icewood said, "LOL, see what the fuck Jalen Green started."
Honest to God, though, that video was the craziest video I've ever seen on social media ever in my life. And I'm a part of Twitter where you see death. No, that video was still insane. I never in a million years would I have expected to go on Instagram of all platforms too and see that. Dog, that's The worst thing ever. It was bad.
Did you read
It's
the
up there.
comments? How are the comments feeling? I feel like there's nothing good.
No, there was nothing good. Even Sky, you know Sky Bree is?
No.
Absolute baddie. Certified 11 out of 10.
Oh, Sky Bree?
Oh, yeah, Sky
Or
Bree.
Bree Sky, right?
I
One
think
of
it's
those
Sky
two.
Bree. Or Bree Sky.
Yeah, gorgeous, though.
What about her?
Whatever. She's an absolute 11 out of 10.
Yeah.
She does that. Like, she's in that line of work.
Yeah.
And even she was like, what the fuck? Like that's like she's like open, to that kind of stuff. It was
They peaked at the impulsive podcast.
they beat the Impulsive podcast.
That's where they peaked.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and they just walked off the set
Yeah.
because somebody was like trying to offer them advice on money, like they were just offended by like that. Like
Yeah. And now they're making out on Instagram. Oh,
That's the other thing,
how the
too.
mediocre have fallen.
if you're I have nothing on that one, to be honest with you. We can move on from that one quickly and briefly. Jamal Hill,
Yeah.
speaking of podcasts, he's a brand new podcast. He broke news last night that he tore his Achilles.
Yeah, man.
So the 205 light heavyweight championship in the UFC will once again be vacated. He's waiting for Yuri Prochazka, is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Waiting for him to get healthy so they could have that. Not going down.
That sucks, man.
It does suck.
Who's the fight now?
So allegedly, so the title's gonna be vacated. We know how Dana does either way. It's happened the same thing with Yuri. He vacated the title, but an Achilles injury is one's gonna take some time to heal from. But I saw people throwing it out there because who's the champ before? Jan Blachowicz
Yeah.
is fighting Alex Pereira on the 29th.
Oh, shit.
That's fucking lit.
So you think the winner of that's going to fight Yuri?
Yes, yep, that's what I think is gonna go down.
Okay.
Some people want that fight itself to be the championship fight, but from my understanding, typically those situations, if it's already got a 3-round fight, they don't really negotiate that with 2 extra rounds to make it
Yeah.
a title fight unless it's like they need a main event. It's already a co-main, but I mean that's also exciting and disappointing. I feel bad for Jamal Hill. But maybe should have came on the show earlier. Just saying. I don't want to be that guy, but it all just makes sense.
He did big time.
He did. Multiple texts, DMs, nothing, not a ting.
Yeah. Well, maybe we can get him on now.
You ain't get. Hey, Jamal,
Door's still open, brother.
door's still open. I'll help you walk through it.
Oh.
I could play around, right? Or no?
I don't know. I don't know. You're fucking with the man's career. But, no, all joking aside, prayers up for Jamal Hill. Hopefully he has a speedy recovery.
Yeah,
And he can be back in the octagon very soon.
yeah.
That sucks, man.
That it does suck because him even getting that opportunity to fight for the title was like really, really random. You know what I'm saying? So like, and he was not respected in that realm at all. I feel like a lot of people thought like as soon as he fought somebody else, it was the title reign would be over. But like, to be fair, that's what the the light heavyweight division's kind of been. But I don't know. He still had the opportunity to prove himself.
Yeah.
Because you can climb that mountain to become champ, but you have to prove yourself like at least like what 3-4
Oh, for sure.
pound offenses before people start respecting you a little bit.
Yeah, I would say so. Chris, you were raising your hand?
Yeah, I raised my hand. Thank you for noticing. Thank you for calling on me.
Of course.
Big fan of the show. No, I was going to ask, though, the torn Achilles thing. Like, I know how it is in football and basketball. Is it just as devastating to UFC fighters, or is it maybe a little less? Like, how would you
Depends on if it's
compare
his
it?
lead leg or his back leg. If it's his back leg, it'll be worse because that's where you generate a lot of your power. Twisting off that for punches and different stuff like that, especially and kicks. But I'm sure it's not as bad as a football or basketball player. But it's still, if it's his back leg, that'll do something. It'll definitely hinder his performance. But with technology and medicine nowadays, I'm sure he'll be back and better than ever in no time.
That's actually the first reason why I quit going to Allegiance all the time. Is I tore my Achilles.
Yeah.
Trying to lose weight, run stairs and shit like that. Too much weight, fucking to try to do
Your
that
body
on, I
said
guess.
no.
Yeah, no, my body definitely said no. But like I will say, like going back, I was straight. I just wasn't as explosive, but I'm also not a professional athlete. You know what I'm saying? These UFC guys, thank God, Dana White's involved the sports where they have the PI, the institute now for UFC. So hopefully he comes back fresh. But in fighting, it is less detrimental for sure than it is like more explosive sports, not in a disrespectful way.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you got to think about it too. Like UFC doesn't really garner too many like super athletes.
Yeah.
The few they do though do become
Like John Jones.
John Jones.
John Jones was that first real
Yeah.
freak athlete in the UFC.
And this crazy too is like even he's like less athletic than his brothers.
Yeah.
He'd tell you at least.
His brothers are both multiple time Super Bowl champions.
Yeah, Francis Ngannou.
Talk about the golden seed.
Honestly though, like his
I wonder
dad,
how much his dad sells his semen for.
Like if Jason Love's getting $10K, How much you think John Jones' dad's getting?
He should get 25 at least.
25.
Okay.
Yeah. More. Right?
More, probably.
Like every one
Remember
of your
when there
children.
was that billionaire sicko that offered like LeBron and Serena?
I was
like,
just about to say that.
Yeah, like wasn't it like 500,000 or something crazy?
Yeah. I would do the same thing.
Only for 500,000
Each.
if I would want more. Right?
Nah, man.
You're LeBron James. People pay 500,000 for like a signature. You get my semen. You could literally procreate with what I'm giving you.
If you could pick 2 super athletes to put together to make a child, who would it be?
So I just saw an Instagram post. Maybe I'm dirty for thinking it, but it was Justin Jefferson. And who's the chick at LSU? The gymnast?
Oh, Livy Dunn.
Livy Dunn?
Yeah, she's fine.
She is fine. But I was looking at them like, they'd probably make a super athlete. They'd probably make like the best tight end or receiver of all time.
I still feel like LeBron and Serena.
No, LeBron Serena's definitely the answer. There's nothing top of that.
Think
Maybe
of that baby would come out with fucking
maybe Shaq and
a
Sabrina.
6-pack. Like,
You know,
Yoked.
just take Shaq and LeBron, just mix it up.
Shaq and Brittany
And
Griner.
just throw it. Oh wow, now you're talking.
Yeah.
That's the only way I would have brought Brittany Griner back.
That's like 8.
Like if I was that crazy billionaire, I'd be like, listen,
I need your
we're gonna
ex.
get this done for you, but you gotta hold something for me.
You gotta hold something for me.
About 9 months.
Well, she doesn't need to hold it. You could just put it in a test tube.
Can you really?
Yeah.
Is that? Oh yeah.
Science.
Yeah. But don't you put it back in at that point, or you just grow it through the test tube?
No, you can just grow it in a test tube.
No way they do that.
Chico G says LeBron and Serena.
Yeah, that's the only one.
Yeah.
You said like it was a new option, new answer.
Trent Williams and Maya Moore.
Who's Maya Moore? The soccer player?
No, she's a
Basketball.
WNBA player.
How about
WNBA All-Star Weekend, boys.
Shaq and Brittany Griner?
Already? I feel like the season just started.
It did.
And it's already All-Star Weekend?
Yes, it is.
How long is the WNBA season?
It's like 3.5 months
Too
or
long.
4 months.
Too long is the correct answer for that.
Not enough, I'd argue.
Whoa, Tyreek Hill, Shakira Richardson?
Oh,
That'd be a
dude.
fast baby. I'm thinking honestly though,
Baby comes out of the womb with a 4-4.
Shaq and Brittany Griner for sure.
Shaq and Brittany Griner, that baby's like 2 feet tall when it pops out.
Yeah. It's like a fucking Godzilla.
Dunking already. Comes out of the womb windmilling.
Yeah, I think throughout the history of the WNBA, I could be wrong on this one.
Blade No Icewood said
I was just
Shakai
not gonna
Richardson
say
and Giannis.
Who?
Giannis.
Shakai Richardson and Giannis says Blade No Icewood. Jeff Ifrady, shout out, says David Goggins and Ronda Rousey.
He's just raising a warmonger.
That would just be, yeah. You're
Jeff's trying to take over the world.
yeah, for real. You're
This is
trying to
from
raise
Mother
a
Italy.
fucking, just a gladiator.
That'd be a little beast baby for sure.
Lucas says Dwight Howard and Gabby Douglas.
Yeah, but Gabby's like 4 foot.
Yeah.
So
That's what I'm
you're
saying.
running a risk there. Because if it comes
I would
out a
think
girl, you're not.
Simone Biles and Tyreek Hill. Small, compact, freak athlete, baby.
Yeah, but still almost too small, right?
Nah.
Like
Running back.
You're just not guaranteeing the height there.
Running back. Oh, no, I don't want a running back. They don't make any money.
Well, that's like, I mean, that's how Zion was born. Like his mom was, I believe, she's a basketball player.
Yao Ming was created in a lab. It's true.
I don't, wait, what?
It's true.
What do you mean it's true?
Yao Ming was like created to be good at basketball.
What do you mean here?
Like they took the tallest people in China and they're like, "You're
Oh,
having a
yeah.
baby."
Yeah, actually, one of the Bill Simmons podcasts I did listen to, I know that's your guy, Chris. He was saying something like that, like the reason why like the other countries don't get the best sports, like if you're tall, they force you into basketball.
Yeah.
Instead of allowing you to like be soccer. You know, some guys like they're like the good footwork, but they got it from like playing soccer.
Yeah.
Instead of they're forcing these kids into other sports like right away, versus letting them, I guess, grow their skill sets other way. But oh yeah, Zion's dad, football player, like 6'5", defensive lineman, and his mom was like a WNBA player.
Tom Brady and Kim K, just a plastic bag comes out.
Full of rings and jewelry. Oh damn! It's about
It's
that
that
time already.
already. We'll be right back. We're actually going to talk sports. We're not going to talk about Amish people or making a black Amish movie, which I still think we should pitch to somebody. Tyler
Chris Rock?
Perry, maybe.
Tyler Perry? No, God no. I need
Easy.
someone raunchy.
Contact our Hollywood producer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I will.
Who, I King?
Well, yeah, you gave it away, but yeah.
Let me ttell you guys about Lady Jane's.
You always
can
do.
walk into any Lady Jane's for an award-winning haircut experience and automatically enter for your chance to win not one but 2 vehicles of your choice, courtesy of Les Stanford Buick GMC of Ferndale. That's right, 2 cars, one for you and one for your wife, girlfriend, or best bud. Lady Jane's open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Beverly Hills Golf, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Hey, it's Sean Jordan from the Sports Marketing Agency, and SMA wouldn't be who we are without our amazing partners.
Thank you so much, Sean. You know, at Detroit Wayne, we want to serve as a resource for you and your families. We offer mental health services, substance use disorder services throughout our communities, and we want to be that source and resource within the community.
If you or a loved one are suffering from a mental health or substance abuse issue, please don't hesitate to call 1-800-241-4949.
We are the network for Detroit by Detroiters. Welcome to the Woodward Sports Network.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights, live on woodwardsports.com. Make sure you like and share the stream. If you're listening on audio platform, leave a 5-star review.
5-star.
For the man to my left, the
5-star.
one and only Speak Easy. We got Chris Platte. We got JB 22. We got Brady 22.
Damn, why you-
I am Spencer Exter. We appreciate you all for joining us, and we appreciate the Dispo in Hazel Park for having us. Make sure you guys come down
Absolutely.
here, check out these deals. They got free yogurt to go as always. The lovely ladies over there cooking it up, chefing it up. Some of the best yogurt you'll ever have in your entire life.
Honestly, I love frozen yogurt. I didn't discover it until like later on in my life, but like, I'm gonna be honest, I'll be candid here, guys. When I eat ice cream, I shit my brains out. Well, afterward. Yogurt, I'm good to go.
Are you lactose tolerant?
I actually, did you know that? Fun fact, everybody is.
No.
It's just that humans.
I'm not.
Well, no, like you have a lesser version
I'm
of it.
lactose tolerant.
Like that's why, if you ever noticed, like we're the only animal drinking any other animal's milk.
I could eat a block of cheese and drink a gallon of milk right here and be fine.
No, you wouldn't. You would definitely be hitting something.
I'd be constipated. No, that
Blowing
makes me
something up.
constipated.
Yeah,
Eating all that cheese.
that's part of lactose intolerance, isn't
So
it?
is that, it's still just, that's the super baby, right?
Serena
Serena Williams and LeBron?
Yeah, that's the one.
It's got to be.
There's nothing replacing that one. Maybe like a little. No, that's the one. There's nothing topping that. To be honest.
Ben Wallace and Sabrina Williams says Kool-Aid Kid.
No, like I think the closest one again I'd give you is Brittany Griner and Shaq, but actually,
Dennis
Shaq was
Rodman and
pretty
Brittany
explosive in
Griner.
that
Let's
time.
get
Dennis
weird.
Rodman and Brittany Griner.
Let's get weird.
It's the
That'd be a
weirdest
crazy one,
child
too.
of all time.
That would be a weird child. That kid would be doing dabs at the age of 4.
Yeah.
he'd be Dispo's number one
He'd be
customer.
Dispo's number one customer. You
Yeah.
can bring him out here and hook him up.
You never know too. 'Cause, like, you know, other little kids have to get in the straight jacket and like or what do you call it? Detective jacket. And they're like sitting on each other's shoulders. That kid's just good to go.
Yeah.
At age 4.
Ready to go.
6'4".
I
Can
don't
look Chris in the
I
eyes.
believe it. Yeah, he would look Chris in the eye.
Yeah, I'm scoring on Mama's paint today.
But
You can do nothing about it.
I'm scoring on Mama's paint. We put out our top 10 wide receiver list.
Yes.
And they're a little bit different, but I think we have a lot of the same players, a lot of the same guys. Explain your top 10 receivers list for the people.
Explain my top team.
Explain.
Here it is.
All right. I got to be real with you. The top 3, you can mix it up either way you want. I'm not mad if anybody doesn't have Justin Jefferson as number 1. I'm not mad at anybody that has Devontae Adams as the number 1. At once upon a time, I used to give Tyreek Hill that same nod. That's before Brady got hit by that car that one day. He doesn't even know what's going on behind him. Anyway, back to lecture at hand. Actually, it's just between those two. Justin Jefferson, Devontae Adams. I got Justin Jefferson just based off of last year. The freak plays that he made, the game he put up against the Detroit Lions. I know it's forgotten, the performance, because the Detroit Lions ultimately won that game.
Yeah.
And somewhat of a dominant fashion, double-digit win. But he broke the all-time receiving record
For the Vikings.
But that's a franchise that
Good
Chris
receivers.
Carter,
Yes, they did.
Randy Moss,
Yes, they did.
Adam Thielen.
Yes, they did.
Like it's one of the
Stephon Diggs.
Stephon Diggs.
Yes, they did.
That's the franchise.
Yes,
you know what I'm
they did.
saying? So it was quite the feat. So Devontae and Justin Jefferson, I don't even remember too, one of the best catches I've ever seen in my entire lifetime against the Buffalo Bills
Oh,
too.
yeah, that was nasty.
That was disgusting. So from right now for me it's Justin Jefferson. I don't discount the fact that Devontae Adams is probably the best route runner, like complete package football player, but like I just can't pass up on Justin Jefferson what he did last year.
I don't hate it. Chris, throw on my list real quick.
All right.
Let's see how they differ. It's my list. Number 1, Devontae Adams. The guy is a monster. He always leads the league in touchdowns. He's one of the best route runners, if not the best route runner in the NFL. Has the best hands in the NFL. He catches everything. He's always open. It's impressive. You put him in the game, and you can jot down 100 yards and a touchdown every single game. He's extremely impressive. He goes to work. He's not overly athletic, but he still just dices people up on the field. Justin Jefferson, number 2. Jamar Chase, number 3, just because that guy's a freak of nature, man. And then somebody that I didn't see in a lot of people's top 10s is kind of pissing me off, Mike Evans. Stop disrespecting Mike Evans. Mike Evans has been one of the best receivers in football for a long time now. Chris, can you put up his stats? I sent. The guy has, I think it's 7 or 8 straight seasons of 1,000+ yards. The guy does nothing. He's a bully on the outside. He had over 1,000 yards and 14 touchdowns last year. He is one of 3 receivers in the NFL last year to have a 200+ yard receiving game. It's him, Justin Jefferson, and Jamar Chase. The guy's an absolute monster. If he's not in your top 10, then you're smoking crack. Like, the guy, you're not smoking good shit from Dispo. You're smoking that bushwhack from around the corner. Like, this guy Mike Evans is a dog. He is a dog. Consistently a dog. And he just keeps doing it. And he never had a quarterback until Tom Brady a couple years ago.
Yeah.
He was catching balls from Jameis Winston. Like, Jameis Winston would put that bitch out there, but he'd also put it out there in the quadruple coverage. Mike Evans single-handedly won Johnny Manziel a Heisman Trophy.
You're not wrong.
Because Johnny Manziel would just run around and buy time, and then he'd chuck that bitch up, and Mike Evans would go over 5 defenders and catch it for a touchdown. Mike Evans is a bully on the outside. He pushes people out of the end zone, makes catches. Look at that. It's since 2014. It's more, too. That's just all I could fit in the screenshot. The guy hasn't had under 1,000 yards. Like, he is a freak of nature.
You know, I do have to confess that I had a hard time putting CeeDee Lamb in my top 10. I get that he's an explosive athlete. He's amazing. It's the drops for me. You know what I'm saying? And like when I think of wide receiver, I want dogs. I want guys that's ripping the ball out of the air, away from DBs. And Mike Evans is that. No, Mike Evans is that. And I should have put Mike Evans in mine.
Oh, you're saying over CD?
Yeah.
CD drops.
Yeah. CD, completely out of the top 10. The only thing, I already used the pirate emoji. All right, I already wasted the pirate emoji on a top 3 guy, so I had to give it to Devontae Adams. That's the only reason why Mike Evans was in my top 10.
Yeah, and Jeff Iafrate said, dude has a legacy, no doubt, but coming off last season, yes, coming off last season. Right now, you have to play a football game today. Who would you rather have playing receiver, Mike Evans or CeeDee Lamb? It's Mike Evans. It is Mike Evans. The guy's a freak of nature. He bullies people. He's going to go up over any defensive back you have. He stretches the field. Give me Mike Evans 10 times out of 10 over CD.
One thing I will say about about CD over Mike Evans is like he is a little bit more versatile. Like you see him taking plays out of the backfield and around.
Don't care.
It's not really part of Mike Evans' game.
Don't care.
I think one thing that is forgotten. Do you have those stats up in front of you? Go by his touchdown numbers. Like I get that he's not eclipsing over like 1,100 yards each season, but he's hitting that 1,000-yard mark. But if you look at the touchdowns in comparison to the rest of these other guys, he's around 8, 9, 11, like almost every year. For Mike Evans. I don't have the numbers right in front of me, but
here I got. Keep talking.
You got him?
Yeah, I got him.
Go ahead.
So it's more than just 1,100 yards. It's more than just 1,000 yards. Like the guy puts up numbers. Let's see.
6 touchdowns last year.
1,500 yards, 8 touchdowns. 2019, basically 2,000 yards, 8 touchdowns. 2020, 1,000 yards, 13 touchdowns. 2021, 1,000 yards, 14 touchdowns.
Yeah.
2022, 1,100 yards, 6 touchdowns. Like the guy is a playmaker.
And that's consistency. And not like CD. I'm calling myself out with this one. Yes, 1,300 yards last year, 9 touchdowns, which is amazing. But like the consistency that Mike Evans has brought up, I have to give it to him.
Yeah, CD's not better.
CD's
nuts. If you think CD's better than Mike Evans.
There was some beef going on in the Morning Woodward show where I saw this topic from though between Jeff and Lucas, because Lucas had.
I'd take T. Higgins over CeeDee Lamb.
CeeDee Lamb?
Yeah. I'd take DK Metcalf over CeeDee Lamb. I'd probably take Terry McLaurin over CeeDee Lamb. That one's close.
I'm not mad at him. Dude, there's so many good wide receivers in this league right now. Is Amon-Ra certified top 10 though? Or is there bias in that?
No, he's certified top 10.
I was even going to say that people put Jalen Waddle in this, and some people had Jalen Waddle over Amon-Ra St. Brown. But if you look at Jalen Waddle had a full 16 to 17 game season his rookie year as the number one option in Miami. Amon-Ra St. Brown didn't really come off that bench till the end of the year and still finished with almost just as many yards and I think more touchdowns, if I'm not mistaken, than Jalen Waddle. And I believe we're still going to see Amon-Ra continue to grow because even just this year, we're going to start running deeper routes.
Yeah.
That's a whole new pitch to his game. And think about when they get Jamison Williams in there too to open shit up for him.
Yeah, that's for sure. And all I'm saying is you put T. Higgins on the Cowboys and make him the number one receiver, he shits on CeeDee Lamb stats.
Now,
he's a far better receiver than CeeDee Lamb.
The beef I was going to refer to from the morning show was Lucas and myself had – I'm sorry, I didn't actually have him, but Lucas had DeAndre Hopkins over Cooper Kupp.
DeAndre Hopkins over Cooper Kupp? Not at this point in their careers.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously Cooper Kupp's coming off the injury, but the dude won the Triple Crown. Obviously he was getting force-fed the ball because, Stafford likes the Watts, but it was...
He looks like Matthew Stafford's wife.
Yeah, he looks exactly like Matthew Stafford's wife.
He just wants to hit his wife in the fucking face with football so bad.
But you can't take away from what he did. You can't take away from what Cooper Kupp did. It was one of the best single seasons in the history of the NFL for a wide receiver.
Are you factoring expectations for this season or just pound for pound?
Oh. I'm talking pound for pound right now.
Yeah.
Who I would want on the outside right now.
So Lucas actually made a pretty good argument. And honest to God, usually this kid, garbage. I'm not gonna lie, Lucas has some bad takes. But he said, if you look at DeAndre Hopkins, and I looked up too, he played with fucking Kyler Murray only 3 of the 7 games he played. The rest is Colt McCoy and Trent
McSorley.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And he still put up
718 yards.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Yeah. The dude's still a dog. That's why everybody's like, DeAndre Hopkins is washed. We don't want him on our team. Like, shut the fuck up and speak for yourself. He's still a dog.
Yeah.
He is still. He's old. We know he's 31. If he's too old that you don't want him on your team, then you don't want Devontae Adams because he's 30 and he's the best receiver in the league. Like, come on now. DeAndre Hopkins is still that man.
Now you have Stephon Diggs number 5. I got him number 7. I actually don't hate these lists at all. The receivers, there's so
many good receivers.
There's so many.
Like I said, outside of the guys that I didn't put on that, or outside of the guys I put on that list, DK Metcalf, Terry McLaurin, CeeDee Lamb, T. Higgins, Jalen Waddle, like there's still a bunch of guys out there that you could put up there, and I wouldn't be mad if you put any of them up there and took off other ones. But
Khalil Harris asks, why is Ridley left off this list? He's only been suspended 1 year.
Calvin Ridley is a dog. Calvin Ridley is a dog for sure. I mean, when Julio left, he showed that he wasn't just second fiddle. Like, he is that man. So we'll see it. He's going to go out there. He's going to ball again. No doubt. I could see him creeping into that list. But it's tough, dude. There's so many good guys in the league. So many good receivers in the league. And like I said, man, a guy like T. Higgins, who would be a wide receiver 1
on any other team.
29 of 32 teams in the NFL. But he's just on the one that has Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
Like, that sucks. He'd be the number 1 receiver on basically any team other than the Bengals, the Vikings, or the Raiders.
Personally, for me with Calvin Ridley, he's not going to be my top 10 yet. I do need to see him do it by himself once more, and I think he can. I just don't know if he's put up the 1,300 yards and 9 touchdowns he had before the injury, but we're going to see. He's playing with a hell of a quarterback in Trevor Lawrence.
Calvin Ridley's a dog, man. He's a nasty route runner. He makes great catches. He's got great body control. He high points the ball very well. So I'm excited to see what he can do with T-Law and Doug Peterson offense for sure.
Well, guys, right now we are at Dispo, 634 West 9 Mile Road in Hazel Park, Michigan.
Shout out.
The Hazel Park location. Dispo is your local cannabis plug. You want to know why, Spinny?
Why?
They have 10 locations and more around the state.
Hey,
no matter where you are, there's a Dispo near you. And if you can't make it out here, don't feel bad. They deliver too. JB knows all about it. It's disposhops.com. That's DISPO shops.com. You have Dispo deliver that dank to you. I recommend the donuts. I promise you. They're that shit. This is Woodward Heavyweights. We'll be right back.
We aren't quite sure if they consume more beer or sports. Either way, the heavyweights are here. Live on Woodward Sports, daily 5 to 7 p.m.
Since the dawn of moving people, Chevrolet has led the way. The world of transportation is changing. At Feldman Chevrolet, we are leading the charge forward. With every electric vehicle, every mile traveled, one Feldman at a time. The company that puts more Chevys on Michigan roads is now the #1 name for Chevy electric vehicles.
You have an opinion? Make sure it's seen and heard. Corner, jumper, tweet us, hop on the YouTube chat, slide in the DMS at Woodward Sports on all social media.
What up, though, everybody, and welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights, live on WoodwardSports.com, live from Dispo in Hazel Park. Make sure you guys come up here and get your goods. Get whatever you need. Brady, let me get some of those.
Hey, Chris.
You know, at Dispo,
I know the internet's not as good as it is at the crib, but am I able to send you something right now or no?
Send it. I mean, worst that could happen, it doesn't happen.
All right, because it kind of ties into this next topic. We talked about it a little bit before, too, but Aleem McNeil, was he dropping down to, how much was body fat percentage dropped down to like the 19s or 20s or something like that?
Yeah.
He's reported he's looking thin, slim.
Checkers fries are undefeated, bro.
Checkers fries? It's been a minute. I'll get him during the commercial break. But a video came out today of him practicing some reps, and he looks the part. Aleem McNeil is slimmed down.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I like it, Smitty.
Why?
I mean, we saw him come to last year as a heavyweight Aleem, not this skinny guy Aleem McNeil. Like, I feel like part of his
he
dominance.
Said he wants to play at the same weight.
He wants to play the same weight. He don't look the same weight at all. Maybe it's because he's missing the pads, but to me, I sent the video on Slack, Chris. I don't know if you.
Yeah,
I'm okay, cool.
Working on it.
He is. I'll pass the phone to you once Chris puts it on the screen. He looks a lot smaller. That don't worry you at all?
No.
Because he's comfortable with his body, or what?
Yeah. No, it's because we have other guys to be that big, run stopper. That's why you got a Broderick Martin.
Yeah.
Is to be that big tank in the middle. That's why you have an Isaiah Bugs.
Yeah.
That's why you have guys like that. Aleem McNeil is skillful. We saw against the Giants, he had 13 quarterback pressures in a single game. Like, if he could slim down.
But that was thick boy Aleem.
Yeah, but now he's thick, slim thick with his cute ass. Like, he can go out there and he can make some plays still. Wow.
Look how skinny he looks.
He does look really skinny.
That's what I'm saying.
Here's the video.
Wow.
Yes. He looks really, really skinny. I'm kind of with you, though. What I talked myself into is the fact that we do got big Broderick Martin next to him now this year. Hopefully at some point during the season.
Damn.
Maybe he's taking on more of a pass rusher role. I don't know. Because they haven't really addressed the defensive tackle position. I don't know what type of conversations that Brad Holmes is having with them in private. Maybe they are asking to take on the more that NASCAR package they need to bring in some pass rushing. But I don't know if that's needed with what they showcased last year out of Aiden Hutchinson.
Really fucking
That's
skinny.
what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah.
And last year he looked good on the field.
Yeah.
I bumped into him in the chicken wing line at the Pistons game.
I remember.
Bigger than what he is in that video.
Yeah, way bigger.
And that was the best version of him we've seen. So I don't know. There's no need to get cute. You're trying to get laid.
We're
you got
see
bread.
a better
You don't
version.
need it.
We're gonna see a better version of Aleem McNeil.
I
think Aleem McNeil is gonna have a better year this year.
Yeah, my only way to calm me down, and I'm not that upset about it, guys. This is off season. We have to make something out of these news articles that we see. Shout out to Poole for sending that, by the way, too. But
shout out Poole.
I can only make it make sense by hoping that he's going to become more of an edge rusher. I'm not edge rusher, but pass rusher.
Pass rusher.
And then maybe there's some extra confidence there in Big Broderick from the front office in that case, or from the coaching staff. I mean, I don't know, but he looks incredibly small compared to what he was last year in his best year as a pro.
Yeah, he does, but his best year as a pro is not like, he wasn't a Pro Bowler.
Yeah.
He wasn't this unstoppable force. Yeah,
That's
he was
fair.
really good. Like, no disrespect.
Yeah.
He was really good, but I have a feeling he's going to be better. I have a feeling he's going to go out there and he's going to be better, because just because he got thinner doesn't mean he's going to be able to get pushed around. Like, he still got that strength.
Says my friend who's on a diet and won't eat frozen yogurt
I'm not
with
on
me
a
anymore.
diet, bro. I just didn't want any froyo.
That's fair. He did just eat some Checkers fries live on air.
But I expect him to go out there and have the best season of his career. And then Chico G says Bugs is still on the roster too. Yeah, you got Bugs, you got Broderick Martin, you got guys in there that you can put in there to take up some gaps, fill up some holes, and now you got a guy like Jack Campbell in the back.
Yeah.
That'll be extra help with the run stopping. So I like it. I think he can go out there and he can make some things happen.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you on that one. It's just I guess I have to see it first. I was just kind of excited for that version of Lee McNeil we saw, but like you said, too, his best year was just only his second year in the league. Maybe there's more to go. I just felt like what we've been asking for in this offseason. Obviously, we started with secondary is what we wanted the most. Following that, though, was the middle of that defensive line. I feel like Aleem, with the absence of Levi, not knowing if he's coming back, wants some beef in there. So Aiden Hutchinson and the guys get it in. Here goes Spinney, attempting to catch a fry out of his mouth. JB with the Jared Goff toss.
It worked.
Had to warm up, though. It did work.
Hendon Hooker would never.
Oh, that would have been a dime.
Now that's the Jared Goff
That
toss.
would have been a dime. But
expectations or predictions for Aleem McNeil?
Easy, you ran the wrong route.
Says Aleem's shirt got him looking like them motherfuckers in the medical weight loss commercials.
He did, though,
That's
bro.
true. He lost a lot of weight. Good for him, man. Like I said, I expect him to
Good
be...
for him in the world of, like, trying to get laid, maybe. Yeah, this is football.
I don't think he's going to be bad. You think he's going to be bad?
I don't think he's going to be bad.
You think he's going to be worse than he was last year?
I don't know what he's going to be.
You're speaking with your gut right now, Easy.
I know. My gut's like, make everyone else
around
fat.
me shrinking.
Even the playing field. Yeah. Nah, I mean, it is what it is, man. You think he's going to be worse?
No.
He's going to be better?
I think he's going to be better.
And what realm? Passing, running?
Yes. Yes.
Everything.
A better player.
All around better.
He is going to be obviously more in shape. He's going to be able to stay on the field longer.
Yeah.
He's going to be a better pass rusher. And, yeah, I don't think his run stopping will take a hit at all.
That's where my concerns are run stopping. But, hey, look. Again, I'm not denying the fact that Big Body Martin's there. Big Body Broderick. I just want Aleem to be nice like that.
Big Body Bands, remember I used to be Dusty?
If he's going into the season this skinny, though, I expect it as like a game plan between, like, again, conversation between he and the coaching staff. We do have a new defensive lineman coach. Maybe we see more of a pass rusher out of Aleem McNeil this year. I'm going to give him over-under in sacks, 3.5.
Watch Julian Okwara show up to camp fat as hell. He's like,
He played defensive tackle.
yeah, we switched places.
Low-key, Julian Okwara actually did play a couple inside snaps.
He did.
He's a big boy. I may be alone on this, but I like the Okwara brothers, both of them.
I like him too.
I mean, obviously, I like what Romeo was seen out of Romeo a little bit more. He's done a little bit more, but I've seen Julian be versatile and extremely athletic. I see him run down guys on bubble screens as interior defensive linemen in the play. I think the Okwara brothers could fuck shit up. I just really wish that we had what Broderick Martin's supposed to be. So I can't deny that they're banking on him.
If you have faith in Brad Holmes, you should have faith in Broderick Martin.
Yeah.
Because they liked him. They traded 3 picks to go up and get that guy.
Yeah.
So they saw something about him that they liked. They saw something about him that they wanted, and they went up and got him.
Yeah.
So everybody that loves Brad Holmes, loves all the picks he makes, has complete faith in Brad Holmes. You should have complete faith in Broderick Martin too, because that was a guy they saw, they wanted, they went after, and they got.
Yeah. Aleem should have a faster first step and better agility, question mark, says Kool-Aid Kid. Yeah, and then that's what I'm getting down to, too, is like if he's coming back, if he's improving off this weight loss, or maybe just a little bit more shape, I think that's the route he's going as a pass rusher. Because as a run stopper, obviously it helps to be faster, but sometimes, as we say multiple times in the show, you just need a big guy to fill that gap, not named Jason Love.
Like
all pause intended.
Jesus. Like Terry said, you need a guy with a big ass to put down there.
Yes.
Terry said he loves a guy with a big ass.
But coaches say it too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the first thing, I guess. I don't remember who I was listening
Is
to.
that still fat?
I think it was, who do we have on the defensive line coach? I can't think of his name. Oh, well. I apologize for forgetting his name. Oh, no, it's Coach JB.
Yeah.
Coach JB said when you put on the film, one of the first things you look for are those rumps.
Yeah.
Looking for them thick boys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Aleem lost weight. He lost his ass.
He's slim thick.
Slim thick with his cute ass.
Yeah. Let him go out there. Let him do his thing.
Whatever,
I think he
man.
can get after. I still think he can take care of business. And like we said, having guys next to him like Broderick Martin and Isaiah Buggs and having Jack Campbell behind him will help. Let him go do his thing.
There's a name in the Woodward Sports chat that I haven't seen in quite a while. 2 names in the Woodward Sports chat, actually, I should say. First of all, shout out to our guy Joey 2 times. Long time no see.
Shout out.
Missed the battles, my boy. But the other name that he came along with was Jalen Carter.
Yeah.
Has anybody heard any news or anything about his performance throughout summer camp or OTAs or anything like that about Jalen Carter?
I have not heard anything.
The only story I've yet to see about Jalen Carter is the fact that he's getting sued by one of his teammates that they were racing with, allegedly that night. I still got faith he's going to be that guy.
I do too.
I was wondering if there's any updates on that. I'm looking it up right now, actually.
Lucky Belafonte says Skinny Aleem McNeil and Broderick Martin equals Jalen Carter.
Yeah, I mean, too bad that's not one guy.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't work that way. But again, I'm not tripping, man. I think that's a sign of what Broderick Martin can be, or what they're expecting him to be, and maybe even Levi. Maybe Levi Enriquez is on his way back, too.
Maybe he's back. I still haven't heard anything about him.
I was watching some drills of him, too, and it was like him and Broderick, because you look at the havoc that Aleem caused last year, quite smaller than those two guys.
Yeah.
Like, Broderick and Levi are still, like, big boys.
Broderick is huge.
Broderick's giant. He's like 6'6"?
Yeah.
370
Stokowski
pounds?
is so big, it's like getting hit by a Coke machine with legs.
He's like our Vince Wilfork. I see
He's
nothing
bigger
on the
than
rookie
Vince
camp.
Wilfork.
Broderick? Yeah, he is. Vince
Charles
Wilfork
Lee
was
said
wide.
McNeil look like beef stew now.
Neil?
He said McNeil looks like beef stew now.
Honestly, kind of a way shorter version.
Yeah, not that skinny.
I'm looking for articles on Jalen Carter's.
John Johnson asks, has Aleem gotten any weaker in his lower body? No. I'm sure he's gotten stronger. You put on weight like that, you work out like that, like muscle weighs more than fat. The guy is going to be a monster next year. I have the utmost confidence in it.
Yeah. I'm looking at the takeaways from Jalen Carter's rookie camp. I apologize for that.
What a name, John
Carter's
Johnson.
conditioning. All eyes were on defensive tackle Jalen Carter wearing number 98 during his first workout in the Eagles jersey. The last time Carter worked out in front of reporters was Georgia's Pro Day 2 months ago when he weighed in at 9 pounds heavier than he was expected at the NFL Scouting Combine 2 weeks earlier and was unable to finish drills because of poor conditioning. That's about it. He's just in better shape. The news conference local media after the Eagles drafted him 9th overall, Carter conceded that he struggled conditioning. Carter said he made sure his conditioning was on level before going into minicamp. Are you sad if the guy's a fucking monster? He's going to be a monster.
He's going to be a monster.
How sad are you going to be?
I'm going to be pretty sad.
Me too. Jalen Carter broke a sled in practice. Jesus, man.
Jalen Carter is going to be a dog, man. It sucks. It sucks. But, you know.
Ideal situation, though, if he's truly the knucklehead that he was reported to be.
Yeah.
But, he's elite defense. The Eagles' defense is elite, but where's the best defense in the country?
Guardian Alarm, obviously, because Guardian Alarm offers you customized solutions from real experts. Their professional technicians take the time to recommend security and automation solutions specific to your needs. They also have 24/7 professional monitoring. You can call them anytime, day or night, and know a Guardian Alarm team member will stay on the phone as long as needed. And, of course, they have technology backed by people. Your safety and security is their technology. It's been proven to work, and people who have been proven to care. So call them at 1-800.
Stay out.
That's 1-800.
Stay out.
And let them know Woodward Sports sent you.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side.
Lemieux and McCarty, who've had a good knockdown drag up. There they go, right on the whistle. They were talking to one another.
Woodward Sports.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1. What's your why? More epic energy? Better sleep? Blow off steam? Step 2. Join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving in our clean and spacious clubs. Step 3. Bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month.
Join today at any of the 50-plus Detroit area locations.
We are the network for Detroit by Detroiters. Welcome to the Woodward Sports Network.
What up, though, everybody, and welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. Make sure you like and share the stream. If you're listening on audio platform, leave a 5-star review. You know we're live at Dispo in Hazel Park. Make sure you come check us out. Get some of the deals. Get some of the free froyo they got out here, yogurt to go, the best in the city. Make sure you come grab some.
Yes, free pre-rolls that we purchased, too.
Steve Wilds in the Woodward Sports chat says, bro, a staffer just filed another lawsuit against Carter as of yesterday.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the only news I saw out of there. But then Brady obviously broke the news about him breaking slabs. But again, it's kind of like the Jameson Williams situation, man. Like, once these guys hit the field, a lot of that stuff's going to go away. It's unfortunate when you look at, like, humans, I guess, the civilization, like, you want your people to act, but, like, that's how life is. You know, some people are good, some people are bad. When they play sports, you like them.
Yeah. DJ Khaled.
You like what they do on the field. Antonio Brown, an absolute psychopath, POS.
Yeah.
Football in his hands,
He's a
savage.
dog. He's a
beast. Undeniable. Ray Lewis arguably killed a man. There's half a generation thinks he's a spiritual awakener or like, you know.
Ray Lewis did kill a man. Aaron Hernandez killed like 4 people.
Aaron Hernandez killed like 4 people. Pats fans love him.
Yeah.
Still rocking his jersey.
He was a dog.
R.I.P.
We all know about OJ.
What about?
What do you mean? What about OJ?
The glove didn't fit.
It's great. What do you mean?
What did
You
OJ
said you don't
do?
know about him.
I said we all know about him.
Oh, we all know about OJ.
It's Maz's favorite player.
It is. Maz defends OJ to the death. No
Yeah.
pun intended there. But OJ was like that guy back then.
He was a dog.
It's crazy. They erased that complete history. But it's wild, though, because there's so many other guys with, like, worse histories.
Yeah, for sure.
It is what it is.
Kareem Hunt's still getting checks.
That's true. Free agent. Did you get signed anywhere?
I don't think so. Not yet.
Is it weird that DeAndre Hopkins is a top 10 receiver, and I say our eyes and most of the world's eyes, and he's still out there as a free agent? You think that's on him or on Suitors?
I think he's just waiting. He doesn't have to sign anywhere he doesn't want to. He's not trying to sit through training camp and shit. Like, he's going to wait until he gets a deal where he wants to go. Jesus, King Horse.
What do you say?
Aaron Hernandez killed 5 people if he counts suicide.
Oh, wow. That is harsh, but also true. Lions should have went hard after Jacob Slade as a UDFA. I didn't know he came out. Where do you end up going?
I think he's in the I saw him get drafted in the USFL.
Oh, damn, so he's not even in the NFL?
No, I think he did get drafted because the USFL draft was before that.
Gibbs is only going to be a gadget player you could have took late. Brad Holmes messed up, says Detroit Sports T. Is that a fear for anybody?
Jacob Slade got signed by the Cardinals as a UDFA.
Good for them. They need everything they can get.
Yeah.
Every little...
I fuck with Jacob Slade, Spartan dog.
Yeah. You know the Lions fucked up by not signing him?
No, I mean, not like, oh, darn, we missed out on a generational prospect.
Yeah.
Like, I think he'll be good, but he'll be a depth guy.
Is there some truth to what Detroit Sports T is talking about, though? Jahmyr Gibbs being a gadget player versus Jalen Carter being a generational one? Is that a miss by Brad Holmes?
We'll see.
Yeah.
We can't, make any speculations now. Neither of them played a snap. I was fucking balls deep for Jalen Carter. Like,
Yeah.
What's his name?
Well, it took us like 24 hours to
Brandon
get
Love
comfortable with the Jahmyr Gibbs pick alone.
Jason Love.
Jason Love.
I was Jason Love deep for Jalen Carter.
Man, that's the other part too, man. She got her feet up in there, and he packed a lot in there. He got it all in there. I heard some clapping. Anyway, moving on. I can't even hear you, Brady. Say it one more time.
He was giving a stat prediction for Jahmyr Gibbs.
Stat prediction for Jahmyr Gibbs?
Yeah, he said like
Chris,
1,200
we
yards.
might want to pass your mic to Brady real quick. I want to hear this thing.
Yeah.
Stat prediction for Jahmyr Gibbs. Let's hear it, Brady. I don't talk too much sports with Brady.
Well, I was talking with Maz and everybody like that, and I think he's probably going to get around 1,000 to 1,200, and he's probably going to get more receiving yards than rushing yards, maybe more receiving touchdowns too.
Yeah. I think. You can talk to him if you want to, but it's tough because I could see where Brad saw the value, especially we have a guy like Ben Johnson. But the only unfortunate thing, and I can't even say that yet, and people could.
1-0.1.
Nice. What is that? What is happening right now?
I don't know.
Are we in the Hunger Games?
I think so. We just got called to die. But what would Jahmyr Gibbs have to do?
What up, baby?
What would Jahmyr Gibbs have to do for you to say like it was the right pick?
I think he's got to be on track with what Brady's talking about. Honestly, good man. I think I got to see the versatility, which we're gonna see regardless, no matter what. But I got to see it in like useful situations. Because you guys watch. If anybody watched the show every day, you know we had hard-ons for Jalen Carter, and it was just Jalen Carter. It was just the pairing of him alongside Aiden Hutchinson and freaking James Houston.
Yeah.
Because what those guys were able to do alone with like what we consider, I don't want to say mid or mediocre, but like starting caliber talent alongside Aleem McNeil and whoever else is filling the gap in the rotation there. But if you would have put Jalen Carter inside between those two guys, man, it would have been a mess.
It would have been nice,
especially with what you have now in the secondary. But it is what it is. I think I don't know if he's gonna get 1,000 rushing yards. I think that backfield is gonna be split pretty good between he and David Montgomery. We had the numbers earlier this week with Dave Montgomery, top 15 in every single category.
Yeah.
I think he may even end up being the better runner, but when you have kind of like Detroit Sports T said, the gadget of Jahmyr Gibbs and the mind of Ben Johnson, you can get pretty freaky, especially when you have a quarterback that some may consider limited.
Right, and if he does get that 1,000 to 1,200 total yards, do you guys think he's like an all-pro type back at that point.
In a rookie year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe not
that's
all
tough.
pro that year, but
Yeah.
eventually, he'll get to it.
Well-
I expect big things from him.
Me too.
1,200 yards is a lot to expect out of a guy in his rookie year. But with Jamison Williams gone the first 6 weeks of the season, he's definitely going to have to take a big role in the passing game. He's going to have to be a receiver more than a running back. And we know that he's very, very capable of doing that.
Yeah.
We know that he has, there's nothing saying that he can't do that. So,
I don't think 1,200 is too crazy, actually. I'm looking at Christian McCaffrey. He had 1880 last year.
That's Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, but like if you're going like, what up, man? If you're going like steps below him, though, you probably find yourself a Jahmyr Gibbs,
Yeah, as a rookie who we haven't seen take a snap yet.
What are the splits for those 1,200 yards for Jahmyr Gibbs in your mind?
800 and 400
Yeah.
receiving and rushing.
I almost feel like, am I crazy if I think more of the yards come from receiving?
No.
Like I can almost see like a 600, 6 and 6 split. That actually sounds kind of doable.
I can see that.
Like if he truly is the DeAndre Swift replacement, and I get it, DeAndre Swift wasn't the receiving threat that Jahmyr Gibbs was, but like that's what DeAndre Swift gave you every year, pretty damn near much, 600 yards a year.
Yeah.
Jahmyr Gibbs could do that, yeah, but if you're weighing it against what Jalen Carter's probably going to be,
What do you think Jalen Carter will be for the Eagles?
he will be.
You think he's going to be a first-team All-Rookie?
He'll be something we'll cry about all the time. Yeah, I absolutely think he will.
I agree.
Especially around the cast he's around, the leadership he's around. But I also, we've already said this on the show too. I get he went to the best place possible with like the leadership he had when he was winning championships and playing on dominant defenses back at Georgia. And I'm talking about I can't think of the linebacker's name, but N'Kobe Dean and Jordan Davis. Which Jordan
Nolan
Davis is a
Smith.
problem himself, dude. That shit.
The Eagles' defense is going to be really fucking good, man.
Yeah.
Really good.
Honestly, we did a top 10 wide receivers list. We'll do top 10 defense some point next week.
Yeah, we're going to do running backs and edge
Yeah.
rushers.
Yeah, we'll
And then
just spread it out throughout the week. Yeah. I might have to put the Eagles 1, bro.
I wouldn't be mad at you. I'm probably going to put the 49ers there, but
Yeah, you're right. Eagles 2. I mean,
Yeah,
that's how it was
Hargrave.
last year, right?
yeah.
Eagles 1, Niners 2. Fuck, bro. I really wish I got Jalen Carter on
Houston
how big of a piece of
Texans
shit he
3.
was. Get out of here. Where the fuck did that just come from?
I'm just kidding.
Who is 3? Detroit Lions. I saw there was a list. I think it was a PFF list that had the Ravens.
Ravens will be up there for sure.
Yeah?
The Browns. Browns are going to have a great defense.
Who they got?
Miles Garrett, Denzel Ward. I mean, they got, they got studs.
Oh, and did they sign? That was last year. They signed former number 1 overall pick Jadeveon Clowney.
Yeah.
Is he a free agent right now too? What's that guy
Yeah,
doing?
he is.
I think he is. Yeah. I want interior defensive linemen. That's what I want. Detroit Lions are making any additions. Like
I want it.
Aaron Donald.
That's what it is for me, baby. Chris, where you at with all that stuff?
What specifically?
I guess Jalen Carter versus Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah. I'm still hurt about it because, again, I feel like the running back room was a stronger point than where Jalen Carter would have been and where he could have helped. I feel like he could have been more immediate help to the team. But, again, I also get it, too, that he went to the spot that was probably, like everybody said, best for him. So, at the end of the day, it is going to hurt because I do believe in this Detroit regime and what they're building. I think they could have afforded to take that quote-unquote risk of what he would bring to the locker room or could potentially bring to the locker room. If with the talent, I would have just took that risk. But, Gibbs is going to be a damn good back, and if he's really good and this Lions team experiences great success, then it's not going to be something that Lions fans are going to be too upset about long term.
Trading down to get a running back is a good play, says Keys of Wisdom. The horrible play was trading up for the injured J-Mo. Without the gambling thing, J-Mo would have been healthy, obviously knock on wood, for like this year's seasons. I can't really get down with that. I think J-Mo's equally a weapon as Jahmyr Gibbs was too.
Yeah, for sure.
And we know Ben Johnson likes to get freaky. We saw Amon-Ra St. Brown in that backfield.
Yeah.
Man.
J-Mo can do a lot of different things when he's out
It
there.
fucking
When he's
sucks.
out
We
there.
gotta wait till week 7 to see that pairing,
It
dude.
sucks that we gotta wait till fucking week 7 to see it. But
It sucks because like it doesn't suck because like we gotta wait to see it, but also they have to wait to build like the chemistry.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure like I know Ben Johnson sees shit now and he's writing it down on the paper and planning things out, but like I feel like once you see them on the field together, it's gonna give you even more ideas. I just want to see Ben Johnson, man, do his fucking thing with those types of weapons, and I hope they stay healthy up to that point.
Number one coordinator.
The number one coordinator. Honest to God, though, too, like when you do take the names off the list of like guys that haven't even called plays for those teams, like who's number 2? I forget his name. He played for the Lions. Kellen Moore.
Yeah.
I think Ben Johnson's still number 1. If you're not including head coaches.
Yeah, I think so
right?
too.
Well, I don't even know who number 2 would be. Because all the top offense I think it's mainly the head coaches calling the show.
Yeah, it's
Andy Reid,
Sean McVay, Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. That means he's going to be head coach for sure.
He's definitely going to be a head coach.
Maybe that's why I went all in with Jahmyr Gibbs. This is our last year with Ben Johnson.
Don't talk like that, man.
I mean, it's true. You think he's staying past this year?
Probably not.
They got to be paying him Dispo money.
They got to be paying him Dispo money.
That's the only way they had him.
He'll probably go to the Chargers. Brandon Staley will get fired.
Yeah.
And he'll go make Justin Herbert an MVP.
Where's the best spot to go if you hit Dispo and you got the munchies afterward?
Big Boy, obviously, because Strawberry Fest is back at Big Boy. Try the classic breakfast items like some strawberry hotcakes or mouth-watering red velvet waffle. If you're not feeling breakfast, try the strawberry bacon chicken wrap or cool off with the refreshing summer splash salad. And don't forget to grab dessert, including their very delicious classic strawberry pie, deep-fried vanilla Oreos, or strawberry hot fudge cake, and more at Big Boy.
Woodward Avenue, the first paved road in America. Woodward Sports, the first sports network born in Detroit and made for Detroit.
Big Boy Strawberry Fest has officially arrived, and we're here to show you the very best flavors of the season. Satisfy your sweet tooth with our deep-fried vanilla Oreos, strawberry hot fudge cake, and a slice of our classic strawberry pie. But that's not all. Cool off on a refreshing summer splash salad, or savor the flavors of our chicken Caesar wrap and strawberry bacon chicken wrap. And for breakfast lovers, don't miss out on our strawberry hotcakes or our mouth-watering red velvet waffle. Strawberry Fest is something for everyone. Celebrate the sweet season with us at Big Boy.
It's the Randy Wise Celebrity Golf Tour.
You're a good coach, Tim. Oh, great shot.
Some of the biggest names in Michigan sports, and some, well, not so much.
Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, shit. Go in.
Watch episodes at woodwardsports.com.
Get a shot up. This is for the win. All of Detroit's sports teams live on Woodward. All of Detroit's sports coverage lives on Woodward Sports. Driving the best in Detroit sports coverage.
What up, though, everybody, and welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on woodwardsports.com. Make sure you like and share the stream. If you're listening on audio platforms, leave a 5-star review. For the man to my left, the one and only Speak Easy, I'm Spencer Axter. We got Chris Platte and JB Smooth, and of course, the man, the myth, the legend, Brady Wood, holding it down. We are here live at Dispo in Hazel Park. Make sure you come through, get some of these goodies. We obviously have a bevy of different things. We got the Stizzies, we got the Hymans, we got these gold kinds, and a bunch of other stuff. Make sure you come grab some at Dispo. They got everything you need. And they got free yogurt from Yogurt to Go. Best yogurt in the city. So make sure you come check it out. But we just got done talking about what's going on with Jalen Carter and Jahmyr Gibbs. Who are we more scared of? Who we think is going to have a better season? Let's move on, because it's kind of depressing, honestly, when we talk about it.
Jalen Carter?
Yeah.
President Carter. President Carter.
Chris, do you have that Jared Goff stat I sent in Slack?
Yes, I do. Sorry, I was getting that pull up.
Real quick.
Here we are.
What was it?
It was most touchdowns at home last season.
Do you need me to read it for you?
And Jared Goff was number 1 on that list with 22.
23
touchdowns at home last season. And we know he finished the season with what?
Top 3 quarterback.
29?
Yeah, 29 total.
And half of the season's played on the road.
Yeah.
So 23 of those touchdowns came at home.
Yeah.
That means 6 of them came on the road.
Leave it to the heavyweights to find some negative and some positive.
My question was, obviously teams play better at home than on the road. And obviously the Lions had a huge home field advantage in Ford Field last year. Shout out to all you guys.
Shout out to Ford Field.
Ford Field was fucking rocking.
Shout out to One Pride.
Rocking last year. Shout out to One Pride for making it happen. How much does Jared Goff have to improve on the road next year if the Lions truly want to win the division? Truly want to win a playoff game, truly want to make some noise in the NFC?
I got to be honest with you, Spinny. I don't I think consistently throughout Jared Goff's career, I don't have the numbers in front of me right now. I know we discussed this in season, but on the road, in the cold, has always been some of his worst performances. There's one or two that he was absolutely able to throw over like the 200 yards. One of them was the game against the New York Jets in which you had that damn near bubble screen for Brock Wright go for 50 yards in a game winner.
Yeah.
I think, honestly, it's more so on the coaching and the defense to game plan because that's just it's a known factor in those situations. Jared Goff.
And it's not just Jared Goff.
Yeah.
Like,
what do you mean?
It's not just Jared Goff that struggles on the road. Yeah, it might happen to him the most, but
yeah,
it's harder for teams and quarterbacks to play outside of their home arena. It's just that's just the business. Home cooking is a real deal. So, but he needs to improve those stats next year. He needs to throw more than 6 touchdowns on the road next year.
Yeah.
If they want to win 11 games, if they want to win the division, he's gonna have to step up.
And that's what I'm saying though too. Like I'm looking. Because we just have like a big enough like resume here. Like we know what goes down in those situations with Jared Goff on the road in the cold. Like it's not his best. So like I think the pressure in those moments or in those situations is on the coaching staff to build a better game plan revolved around those short scheme passes and the defense to perform the way they can, especially the defensive line. So we have to lean on Jared Goff because the proof is in the pudding at this point that when you lean on him in those moments or those situations, it's just the result's never good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not a knock on the guy. It's like you said, all quarterbacks on the road, all quarterbacks in the cold, I think struggle more than when they are at home. But with being that's a known factor, especially with our guy, you got to come prepared. You got to bring everything else if that's not going to be able to be utilized that day. I'm talking about Jared Goff. Well, I don't know, man. I don't want to bash on the guy.
Yeah, you do.
I really don't. I want to believe the same way a lot of other people do, but I just I don't know, man.
Believe.
I want to hear from JB actually, because JB is the homer. JB is the homie homer in the Jared Goff book on this show. Do you expect an improvement out of him on the road this year?
Well, definitely. He has to improve. Like, all the weapons are in place for him to do better than what he did last year. And if he doesn't see himself as improving on the road, then it's basically like, what are we giving you all this money for right now? I mean, the coaching staff have basically given their praise to him and have complete faith in him to do better. Of course, Hendon Hooker is still waiting in the wings for his spot and his opportunity. But still, Jared Goff's got to go out there and prove it if he does want that contract extension as well, too. And I think on the road is going to show that.
That's actually a phenomenal point with the contract, too. I mean,
the keys to wisdom. Hot take.
Uh-oh.
Jared Goff will likely have more than 6 touchdowns on the road and probably will not lead the league again at home. Yeah, I mean, probably. More than likely. I hope not. I hope he doesn't only have 6 touchdowns on the road.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens, but I saw someone in the chat, I forget who it was. Sorry if I don't get your name, but they said cold weather Goff versus primetime Cousins.
I want cold weather Goff. Primetime Cousins is fucking horrendous.
Choke job.
3 interceptions I think he had in the game against the Eagles on primetime last year.
Yeah.
I got some Jared Goff stats too from this year if you want some detailed information on his road woes. We got the Vikings 25 out of 41, 277 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, and 79 passer rating. The Patriots 19 of 35, 229 yards, 0 touchdowns, and 1 interception, and a fumble. 2 fumbles, I think. Cowboys 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 228 yards, 71 passer rating. The Bears. Let's not forget that Bears game. I know
the lowly Bears.
The lowly Bears. I'm gonna shit on them, but I'm not gonna lie.
The dick sucking, shit eating Bears.
They were winning up to that pick 6 from Jeff Okuda, but in the Bears he was 19 of 26, 236 yards, 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions. Giants. Remember how the Detroit Lions dominated the Giants?
Yeah.
How many touchdowns do you think Jared Goff threw in that one?
1.
0.
0
touchdowns, 0 interceptions. However, the Detroit Lions were still able to dominate.
I mean, yeah, it's not, for me, it's not the number of touchdowns he throws. Because, obviously Jamal Williams is vulturing a lot of touchdowns.
Yeah.
So how many of those throws did Jared Goff make that they got downed inside the 5 and then Jamal Williams walked in the end zone?
Yeah.
So it's not the number of touchdowns, it is obviously the number of interceptions, that's got to be lower. The number of turnovers, that's got to be lower. But how he orchestrates the game, how he moves the ball down the field. Because touchdown stats, obviously, you'd like to see your quarterback throw a bunch of touchdowns, but like I said, Jamal Williams was vulturing him last year. Guys were getting down inside the 5, and then they just give the ball to Jamal 3 times in a row, and he'd run it in.
Yeah.
So that's not the biggest concern, but you'd like to see more than 6.
Yeah.
You'd like to see more than 6.
It's just, again, man, it's kind of like it's what you know. It's based off, like, proven history. Just come prepared. The same way they came to the Giants game. Okay, we got to rely on our defense. That's actually number one in that situation against the freaking New York Giants. Saquon Barkley was on a tear. I think he was number 1 in the league at that point, too, when they went in that game. But they shut him down. They were able to get Daniel Jones. Shutting down Saquon Barkley forced Daniel Jones to throw the ball, which then forced him to cause turnovers. The Detroit Lions were able to win that one. That's just got to step up.
Looks like we got a Bears fan in the chat.
Get out of here.
I swear to God.
Where?
Fly Parks in the Woodward Sports chat says,
man.
Detroit was decent for 1 year. Lions are a notch above the Bears.
Quite a few notches, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah, quite a few notches above the Bears.
I'd say the Bears are missing an offensive line, a defensive line, and 2 cornerbacks.
That's quite a bit.
Yeah. I like their safeties. I like their linebackers. I like their receivers.
I want to get John.
And I like Justin Fields.
I want to get John back on, too, because we talked about how he kind of like misranked the Detroit Lions, but not so much about what he liked about the Bears situation. Because there's really not much there.
Fly Parks is an Eagles fan. Correction. My bad, Fly Parks. I didn't mean to throw you in the scum with the Chicago Bears.
Yeah, that's kind of disrespectful.
Eagles are actually good as fuck, and I'm scared of the Eagles.
Yeah. Yeah, top 3 teams in the NFC. Correct me if I'm wrong. Going Eagles, 49ers. I want to say Lions.
Detroit Lions! Damn, I scare you, Chris?
Yeah, I was in the zone. I was trying to upload these clips.
That's funny as fuck. There's another team I was going to say. The Seahawks? Are the Lions better than the Seahawks?
I think so. I mean, this year is going to be the one to prove it. I think they're both right there.
Didn't they draft another receiver,
If you argue the Seahawks, I'm not going to get mad because they did beat us last year, but it's definitely Eagles and Niners at the top. That's the cream of the division, cream of the crop.
Holy shit, bro! It might be the Seahawks.
Seahawks are going to be pretty fucking good next year.
I
they
forgot.
got Devon Witherspoon, added to that
Jackson Smith and
secondary,
Jigba.
and Jackson Smith and Jigba,
Alongside DK Metcalf.
alongside Gunslinger Gino.
I mean, shit. He's been in that offense for a while. It's not like much is changing over there. And he got more weapons. He might.
I'm trying to tell y'all about
And
Gino.
K9, bro. K9's going to have an Offensive Player of the Year type season.
He should.
Draft K9 in all formats. The guy is going to go off. They are not going to be able to put more than 6 guys in that box the entire season. Kenneth Walker is going to have a ridiculous season for the Seahawks next year. And they got Will Dissly. Do they still have Will Dissly? I fuck with Will Dissly.
I don't know if anybody knows that. Nobody's trying to stay up to date on Will Dissly.
Bro, Will Dissly's good, man. Don't hate on Will Dissly.
Yo, that's an A+ ass first round for the Seahawks.
Seahawks?
Devon Witherspoon, Jackson. I was just trying to think, like.
JSN and Devon Witherspoon?
You definitely ranked that over the Detroit.
Yes.
Yeah.
1,000%.
Those are both 2 guys that, like.
That's why the Lions
discussed.
traded back, was because the Seahawks took Devon Witherspoon.
Yeah, you're right.
The Lions
think
were
so?
the Lions were going to take him for sure.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Is that based off like reports or like
Yeah.
in your tummy? You're rumbling in your tummy? Well, no, looking for the reports?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. Actually, that makes sense because Witherspoon could have been credited as like the one. How we talk about having Asar Thompson be like the one to guard the best guy in any other team. Like that probably would have been Devon Witherspoon's role had he come to Detroit. There's still some questions about his size, but they got Tariq Woolen, who some say is better than Sauce Gardner.
Yeah, it's like the pride of Detroit, but for the Seahawks. And it says Seattle drafted Devon Witherspoon before the Lions could. The Lions were telling Devon Witherspoon and his camp that he was going to be the draft pick if he made it to them.
Wow. I wonder. I guess the Aiden situation was different because no one. You heard Brad Holmes already speak aloud that he didn't expect Aiden to fall, but
nobody expected Aiden to fall. I didn't expect Aiden to fall.
When I was with
I thought he was the number 1 pick for sure.
And we've been told also by other sources too, Kayvon was the pick for the Lions too. Fortunately enough, Aiden Hutchinson fell to him. And now we got him. Now we got that dog. Just like you can get some SMA.
SMA, or the Sports Marketing Agency, helps spread awareness about mental health and substance abuse. Their new podcast, This is the S Word, helps fight the stigma about seeking help. So if you or someone you know is struggling, head to thesportsma.com and get the help you deserve.
The only sports network in Detroit that starts with a W. You know, because we win. Woodward Sports, Detroit's winning sports network.
By now you know me, Christina Gennari, as the obvious choice in real estate. And you know my website, soldchristina.com, as your #1 resource for buying or selling your home. Myself, along with my amazing staff, pride ourselves on making your home buying and selling experience a relaxing and easy one. Come see why we are the obvious choice. Christina Gennari at soldchristina.com, the obvious choice in real estate.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Beverly Hills Golf, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Play, practice, and party at 5 Iron Golf. Now, located in Detroit instead of Cambria Hotel. Downtown's newest sports bar has 13 TrackMan simulators, certified instructors, and a full bar and restaurant. Mention promo code Woodward at checkout for 50% off your first visit, and visit 5irongolf.com to tee up good times. That's 5irongolf.com.
What up, though, everybody, and welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on woodwardsports.com. Make sure you go like and share the stream. Come on, pump those numbers up. 35 likes.
Damn.
What you guys doing?
That's like hurts.
Like the stream, or I'm going to send Jason Love to your house and bang your wife.
Whoa, come on.
But if you're listening on audio platform, leave a 5-star review.
5
We're
stars.
live at
Everyone's
Dispo.
wife is logging in to hit the like button.
We're live at Dispo in Hazel Park. Make sure you guys come down here and get some of this merchandise. You can see it all over the table. The Stizzies, the gold kinds, all the stuff. And make sure you come in. Make sure you come in and get some of that. And they also have free froyo until 7 from Yogurt to Go, the best froyo in Detroit. So make sure you come grab some of that.
We should have pushed this for the beginning. I apologize. Probably my fault. But the bogey and Killian stuff. You want to talk about that?
Bogey? Am I good?
No, but the rumored trade between the Detroit Pistons and the Dallas Mavericks. Chris, if you want to throw up the graph and give us the details of that one.
Yeah.
Because the way I seen it, it was Killian and Bojan for Hardaway Jr. and JaVale McGee. And Tim Hardaway. I apologize.
Fuck no, baby.
Yes. That's you. What? Why?
No picks?
That's what. That's unless like the picks haven't been reported because like they're specifically detailed. You know what I'm saying?
You need to pick a bogey.
You need a pick. I need a pick for bogey. That's the only way I can get rid of bogey. I'm not getting a lesser shooter in Tim Hardaway Jr. just for bogey strap. I'm not doing that. Plus, if I'm not mistaken, isn't Tim Hardaway Jr. getting paid fatter?
What would your reaction be if that went through?
I'd be pissed. I would genuinely. Everything that I've given Troy a pass on and saw like maybe the better side of, I've been the apologist for, I would have to look at and think deeper on as if he fucked up. Because that trade makes zero fucking sense. You have a better shooter in Bojan Bogdanovic. You're sure at the 2-guard spot, in my opinion. Jaden Ivey's going to see lots of minutes. Cade Cunningham's going to see lots of minutes. Those guys.
Sor Thompson.
Sor Thompson can step in that 2 spot,
You just got Monty Morris. You just got Joe Harris.
Exactly. You're kind of set at the guard position. JaVale McGee. We already have a log jam at 7-footers and above right now. You just extended one of those guys in Beef Stew. If the only way I'm moving Bojan Bogdanovic to the Dallas Mavericks is for more future picks.
The only way to remove bogey is to pick it.
Yep. Like, I don't even know why this is like I almost don't believe the report. I would be pissed. You wouldn't?
I'd be pissed. I would be extremely pissed.
Would you be pissed enough to call here and call out our guy, the beloved Troy Weaver?
Yes. I'm not a simp like a lot of Pistons fans. Like, I didn't like some of the moves. I liked the Joe Harris move. But if he made that deal trading Bogey and Killian Hayes for Tim Hardaway Jr. and JaVale McGee and not getting any type of draft compensation, I'd come up here and I'm not going to say I'd call for his job, but I'd be right there. Chris, how are you feeling about it?
Yeah, I would, and no second-round picks either. Like,
yeah,
no, like you're not. You can't sell this as, hey, we got Bogey, we gave up Bogey, but we got 2 second-round picks. No, Bogey is worth a protected first. And that's what I think this is. I think this is bluff on, not necessarily bluff, but wishful thinking on the Mavs side because I believe it was Tim McMahon or Tim Bontemps, one of those two. I mix them up all the time, so my apologies. Whichever one reported that Dallas was interested in it, but then he followed it by saying that they don't have the assets to acquire Bojan because their only picks that they could trade are so far out in the future. Now, if I'm the Pistons, I'll take a pick far out in the future from Dallas because Luka's going to be long gone.
Yeah.
But in reality, if it's not a first, we're not talking. I'm hanging up the phone, especially for like everything Eazy said, set at guard position. You're getting a guy that, while he's also an expiring contract, he's a worse version of Bojan Bogdanovic. So no thanks to that. And Killian Hayes for JaVale McGee. What does JaVale McGee fit? I believe JaVale McGee has 2 years left on his deal, not just 1.
Bro, I thought he was in China already.
No, he was promised a starting job in Dallas and immediately lost it before the season started. So he should be in China. But for Bojan, I don't think this is going to happen. I think Troy is way too smart for that. Troy has always been pretty good on the trade market and getting asset for asset. He's always now he has kind of bought low on some people, but buying low is sometimes smart. This point, he's selling high, I believe, on Bojan or trying to. So I think that Bojan will be traded, but I think it won't be to Dallas unless Dallas finds a way to offer a first. I don't see Bogey being moved for even 2 seconds.
I'll do your job for you, Troy Weaver. Here's the easy one: Bojan Bogdanovic for Luka Doncic, straight up.
Straight up.
Call it in.
All in.
I like it. I like it. And here's some numbers for Tim Hardaway Jr. The contract's actually less than Bojan Bogdanovic. This should be $17 million. The following year, $16 million.
I don't care.
He's a 36% three-point shooter. But if you even think about the makeup of this offense,
don't care.
We have specifically Cade Cunningham and Jaden Ivey, guys that when you speak about their abilities and skill sets, playmaking comes up within that conversation. You want a shooter out there, and not to say that Tim Hardaway Jr. isn't, but Bojan's just better.
Yes.
Bojan's the white you put in a corner, and you always rely on him to knock down the certified three. Tim Hardaway Jr., you ask him to step up and play a three, essentially. I know he has at times in Dallas, but that's not what he's good at, and you also brought in Sar Thompson to do that for you, too. It would make zero sense, unless you really just want to get rid of Killian for the fuck of it. But I'm not with that shit at all. There's going to be a championship contender looking for three-point shooters, and that's what Bojan Bogdanovic is.
Yeah, I'm not with that. There's no way that trade is real, and there's no
it's
way
wishful
that
thinking
trade
on
goes
Dallas's
down.
part.
There's no way.
If I'm Troy, I'm calling Boston right now, who just acquired multiple picks in the Porzingis trade, and going, hey, look, let me get one of those for something. And then you're kind of making it. That's a team that has expendable picks that desperately needs shooting. That's a deal that makes a lot of sense on both sides. But yeah, if I'm the Pistons, I don't think Bojan's going for less than a protected first. I really don't. Now he's not going for an amazing first. He's not going for a Houston first,
pick, yeah.
But he's going for a protected first. He has to.
Yes.
He has to. He's too good of a shooter.
Yeah, I'm looking last year. The Mavs tried actually trading for Bojan during the trade deadline, but as reported last year, Detroit was requesting that first round pick. I'm not changing the value on that.
Yeah.
I'm not. You want them? Come and get them, but it's got to be at the right price.
Yeah.
Because if they make this move, they can talk in front of that microphone and tell you they want to compete this year as much as they want, but if they make this move, I don't believe it. Matter of fact, even for the terms of competing right now, not only does it not make sense, it doesn't make sense for the future because you're not getting any picks out of it.
Exactly.
If I threw a second-round pick on it, though, would you take it?
Second round? That's it?
No.
No?
Fuck no. I don't want any more second-round picks.
Well,
second-round picks don't mean fucking anything in the
on
NBA. We just saw them getting tossed around shit in the wind at the trade deadline. Sadiq Bey went for 6 second-round picks. That is nothing in the NBA.
Yeah, but Rui ended up being a good trade for 4 second-rounders for LA.
The
that
player
helped.
is.
That helped. And Marcus Sasser, if
Marcus Sasser was a first-round pick.
Yeah, but he basically what he was is a 31st pick in other seconds. So he was a collection of seconds.
He's a first-round
I'm with
pick.
you, Spence. I wouldn't do it for seconds.
He's a
But I'm
first-round
saying
pick.
there is some value in seconds. But Bojan's value is past that.
Yeah.
So are you taking the trade they throw some cheese on it with a second-round pick?
No. Hell no. No. I'm saying there is value in second-round picks, but Bojan's value is above second-round picks. His starting price is a first. And we saw that earlier. There was that report a couple weeks ago that said the Pistons are looking for a first and a player. I don't know if they'll get all of that necessarily, but they could definitely get one of those two things at the very least for Bojan Bogdanovic. And I think this is just Troy just gassing up the price, or maybe Dallas just floating it out there for wishful thinking, trying to put something out in the air. I don't see it. I wouldn't even do Killian Hayes for JaVale McGee. I wouldn't even do that part of the trade.
I wouldn't either.
Hell no.
I wouldn't either.
There's value on Bojan's contract too. Like I know, like this year, he's there for sure.
Yeah.
Whether you get the value of the expiring contract, and like next year, there's a year there, but it's partially guaranteed, meaning you can be moved. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like there's no commitment to it. It's kind of like when they had Dwight Howard on that deal, where like he had to do X amount to keep his contract.
And the cap is going up. Don't forget.
Don't forget that cap is going up. The cap is going up. Do you think that in all actuality they're going to get a first for Bojan?
Yes.
Yeah?
They have to. If they don't get a first-round pick for Bojan, Troy Weaver failed.
I used to think the Lakers as a candidate to grab Bojan Bogdanovic from up, and I would have loved that pick because they're losing LeBron soon. Who knows what their first-round pick's about to start looking like. But after all the signings they had this offseason, which I'm still kind of blown by how they even made any of that shit work. They brought back Uchimura. They signed Reeves back. Vincent. They got Gabe Vincent. I don't know how they afforded all that, but they did. I don't think they're in the trade market for Bojan Bogdanovic.
They still could be.
Dallas obviously doesn't have the picks anymore. Maybe it's Boston. 100% is Boston.
I don't want.
Do they have a Bojan on their team right now? Do they have that role? Who's that guy from now?
No, they wanted it to be Gallinari, but Gallinari ended up not being that. So you could argue, that like Kristaps is kind of just the bigger version of Bojan, but they definitely would welcome Bojan because they need three-point shooting. Joe Mazzulla was a coach that famously flipped from Udoka, who was all defense, to Joe Mazzulla was all three-point shooting and offense. And so there's clearly a want for three-point shooting in Boston. So that's a team that would make sense. But Bojan's a guy who can fit damn near on any team. It's about making the salary and the draft and the draft capital work. That's all it takes for a Bojan trade for me if I'm the Pistons. Because any team could take him. Atlanta could take him. Miami could take him. Any team that's contending. And you could be like, yo, as long as the picks are there, we can talk. Yeah. If the picks aren't there, we can't talk. And that's it. That's where you draw the line. People are worried though because of Jeremy Grant. I'll say this: people felt like they held out on Jeremy Grant and they didn't get quite the return they got.
I don't agree.
Although, yeah, I agree. It was a lesser pick,
Duren,
but what that pick was flipped into is Jalen Duren, and I think that's more valuable than what Grant was going to get on the open market. Is there any fear of you guys that Troy is holding out too long on Bojan and that this could backfire?
Not if these are the fucking trade offers he's getting. If these are the trade offers he's getting, he's not holding. I'd rather keep it.
Yeah.
Like, if he's got something on his desk that says first-round pick, you cash it and you send it. But if he's getting shit like JaVale McGee and Tim Hardaway Jr., no. Thank you.
I got to get picks out of this situation. Because, all due respect to Bojan, I don't think you're getting anything, unless maybe there's a stretch four out there somewhere looking to make a swap or teams looking to move. I don't know if you think of any names at the top of your guys' heads, but, like, unless it's one of those or picks, that's the only thing I'm moving Bojan Bogdanovic for.
D-Buck in the Woodward Sports Chat says, Bojan is our top scorer. I do not see us moving him unless it's for another top-scoring threat and shooter.
That's kind of...
Bojan was our top scorer because Cade Cunningham.
Yeah. I was going to say.
Bojan is not going to be the top scorer next year.
And no one's giving him a top scorer for Bojan.
He might be third. Might be third on this team if he plays next year in scoring.
You know what I could see is... I could see a situation if the Pistons do land, if they end up with a shit situation like that, they get some extra picks as a part of a 3-team deal to get Dame to Miami, maybe something like that. Maybe that's the part of the conversation we're missing. But like I said, we can only speak on what's reported, but I can't see Troy doing that. And if Troy does do that, I will see him differently.
And shout out to Luigi Gaming in the Woodward Sports Chat.
Luigi.
Now you're thinking. He says bogey for Tatum straight up.
Call it in.
I like that. Eazy, tell us about Randy Tim Wise.
I will tell you about Randy Wise Celebrity Golf Tour. It's the only golf tour where you can join and golf with my guy, Tim. Kind of like a celebrity, but not. Make sure you guys stop by any Randy Wise Automotive Team location for your opportunity to join the Randy Wise Celebrity Golf Tour so you can golf with the likes of Tim and Jim Harbaugh. I'm your boy Eazy with Woodward Heavyweights. We'll be right back.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side.
Lemieux and McCarty, who've had a good knockdown drag up. There they go, right on the whistle. They were talking to one another.
Woodward Sports.
at work, and at home. We're there with smarter security solutions, featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
We are the network for Detroit by Detroiters. Welcome to the Woodward Sports Network.
What up, though, everybody, and welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights Live on WoodwardSports.com. Make sure you like and share the stream. If you're listening on audio platforms, leave a 5-star review. And if you're depressed like Jordan Poole after getting shipped to the Wizards, come up to Dispo, because that's where we're at. We're live at Dispo in Hazel Park.
He does
They got
look
all
down
the
bad.
goodies they can take care of. Jordan Poole looks like he just got out of a custody battle. Looks like he's dating Lena the Plug, and she's got piped. Like, Jordan Poole does not look like he's having a good time.
He's on his
man.
4th divorce.
He's on his 4th divorce. His new wife's Lena the Plug, and Jordan Poole is going through it. That's for sure.
They say the eyes tell it all. And that man's eyes, I don't ever remember them just looking like that. Like,
No,
they're literally
he's
like,
dead inside.
they misshaped, like they're just slanted all the time.
Yeah, it's
Like,
'cause he
I get the
sucks.
beard's new, but that doesn't change the way your eyes look, fam. Like, he is...
Draymond demoed his ass out of a contract. He literally punched him in the face and then took his contract and got him shipped to Washington.
I mean, deservedly so, though, man. Like, those Michigan guys are fucking bitches.
He won't talk about it. He's scared.
What?
Jordan Poole? Yeah.
Why he won't?
He won't talk about it. He's not talking about it to nobody. He lives in Washington now.
I mean, he's going to put up numbers.
D.C., not even like Seattle.
Yeah. My man is... this is why I
Him and
guarantee he's
Kuzma,
going to happen.
dynamic. I saw fucking some page on Twitter trying to gas it up. It was a picture of Jordan Poole and fucking Kyle Kuzma. And they were like, who's going to stop this duo? I was like, 75% of the NBA. Like,
He's got the 70s beard. I'm trying to think, like, who
Speaking
is
of beards,
who
I
is
think
looking
he's
like.
roasting me for my
I think
face.
Lucas said Clyde
Let it
Drexler
go.
or something.
let it grow, Chris.
Let it grow. All right. How long until Sir Thompson's starting for the Detroit Pistons? Is that on here? Actually, I forgot we don't even have paper.
Yeah, you said you put on there.
Oh no, Chris
Topic
had a
idea.
topic.
Who is the best number 2 for Cade?
Yeah.
Ivy, Duran, or Asur? Chris, this is your topic.
Yeah.
You can start.
Yeah, so it stemmed from our conversation a couple of days ago when we were talking about just Asar and how good he fits, and Eazy brought up the idea that he could be the potential number 2 on this team. And with how impressive he's looked to Summer League, it's very well possible. So I posed it with the core being built around Cade. Which one of those 3 is the best number 2 complementary to Cade? Is it Jaden Ivey? Is it Asar Thompson or Jalen Duren? And for me, I thought about it a lot, and I'm still going Ivy because what it is with Ivy is a guy best used with high volume, which I get. Eazy doesn't like that about him, but that's where he's at his best. Asar, as we've seen, he's just a winner. You can plug and play him everywhere. And yes, you can kind of diminish his role, but you don't diminish his value when you diminish his role. Unlike Jaden Ivey, who can be his role when it gets diminished, it can diminish his productivity and his value to a team. So I would go Ivy. Ivy number 2 for me.
You're a smart fella, Chris. Even though you are a fart smeller.
He's a fart smeller.
I'm going with Ivy as well. I think Ivy, he's got the scoring punch that you want to put next to Cade. He's got the guy that when he's on, when he's right, when he's like there, he can give you 30 a night. And so Asar Thompson he's a glue guy. He's a very good glue guy. Like, I'm not saying he's just going to be a nobody who just
He's not
puts
Nick
stuff
Batum.
everywhere. He's not Nick Batum, but he could be like an Andrew Wiggins, where he goes out there, he's guarding the best defender, he can do a little bit of everything. You need him to get a bucket, he can get you a bucket. You need him to facilitate, he can facilitate. You need him to run the offense, he can run the offense. But Jaden Ivey is the guy who has the scoring pack. He's got the scoring potential. He's a guy that can go out there and he can put buckets on other people. And that's what I think will benefit Cade the most. Because although I love Cade and I love to see him shine and take control, I don't really want him taking 20 shots a night. I don't want him taking 25 shots a night. So that's where you look at Ivy. You have Cade running the show, and Ivy is the guy that can be the attack, strictly bucket getter, while Asar is your super glue guy.
Yeah, honestly, as of now, the best contributions that Ivy can give to this team is as a scorer. You're not going out there and asking to do anything else outside of that, and maybe sometimes obviously play make here and there. You want him to eventually evolve as a defender too, but that's his best contributions on this team, automatically forcing Asar Thompson to the 3 spot because he's going to do the dirty work for those guys. So it's going to be Ivy because that's the best way he's suited as a player in the NBA. It's just going to naturally fall into that way. Now, that doesn't mean that Asar can't be that number 2. Doesn't mean Asar doesn't have the abilities to be that number 2. It's just the way the cookie's going to crumble here in Detroit alongside those 3. Now, I think in the recipe of winning basketball, you probably want Asar to be that number 2 and maybe stagger Cade and Ivy a little bit more. Maybe even, like, not now or not ever, honestly. It's not going to happen because Ivy's just too good. But, like, I'm not going to say what I'm going to say.
No, say it.
No, just stagger him.
Say it.
Just stagger him. That's all I say. Stagger him to where Asar could almost be the number 2 just based off the fact that, like, it's Asar paired with Ivy. It's Asar paired with Cade. And, while the other guys are taking a rest and getting a break. That's actually how it's probably going to play out this season, too, because I can't guarantee that Asar's even starting for this team with Bojan Bogdanovic coming off of being the leading scorer for them. And a season-breaking record not playing. It's Ivy. Like, I mean, what's the chat saying? Is everybody in there actually saying Asar right now?
The keys to wisdom.
Let's see.
Says Asar's skills fit the second team sharpshooters. Bojan fits. Oh, the second team sharpshooters. Bojan fits as the shooter with Ivy and Cade to start. So he's saying Asar off the bench.
Yeah, I think that's how the season's gonna start out. Just because as much as I love Asar, and I think in transition those guys would be disgusting. The half court flow, they're going to need some shooters out there, and Bojan Bogdanovic offers that to you. Joe Harris offers that to you, and also Asar can play make too. So if you got Ivy and Cade sitting the bench at a certain point, I mean you saw it in the summer league game. Asar looked like a little bit like Amen. Like these guys are.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what they are in the NBA.
What I love about it is you have that two-headed monster in Cade and Ivy. 2 guys that are going to, that's going to be the bulk of your offense is ran through those 2. And then I think Duren and Asar can do what they do best and just kind of play free safety. Like float, go to where they need to do what they need to do on any given night. Obviously Duren, a majority of him is going to be cleaning the glass, blocking shots, catching lobs, being a pick-and-roll guy. And Asar can do anything. Asar can be that junkyard dog out there guarding the team's best player, going out there, making plays in transition, being that spark, while Jaden Ivey and Cade Cunningham are the guys that are the other team is focusing on.
Yeah.
And they're doing the most, but then the other guys are coming in and they're filling the gaps.
Yeah.
Like Jordan Love, or what's his name?
Michael Porter Jr.?
Jason Love.
Oh.
Filling the gaps like Jason Love and Lena the Plug. That's what you need them to do. Like, you don't need...
Plug those gaps.
Plug those gaps like Jason Love.
Plug gaps.
Plug gaps.
Plug.
I don't even try to understand why the fuck my wife
truthfully,
cheat.
too, you could think about these are kind of different comparisons, but they work in a sense. Is Ivy and Asar could be kind of like an indistinguishable 2 and 3, like at any given night. Like look at Milwaukee. Milwaukee is Giannis 1. The 2, there's kind of a debate. Who's better, Drew Holiday or Chris Middleton? It kind of depends. They each kind of have their role. Chris Middleton's a shot creator. Drew Holiday's more of the lockdown defender and ball mover. And so, like, it could be a situation like that where we've seen kind of like a 1 and then a 2A and a 2B almost, if you will. So that could be a potential scenario. And another reason why I pick Ivy is because it didn't necessarily work. This is the best time to use this example, but I believe in it. Is look at Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell. Throughout the regular season, that was an absolutely electric backcourt. Now, Donovan sold them in the playoffs, but you saw that. Now, you saw that is a blueprint for success.
Yeah.
That is a blueprint for success. And Darius Garland, like you said, Eazy, he wasn't taking 20 shots. He was deferring to Donovan Mitchell at times, letting Donovan Mitchell be the explosive athletic guard, and then him just kind of picking and choosing his spots. Now, Cade's obviously a much better Darius Garland, but that's a kind of comparison where you see some sort of blueprint working between Cade and Ivy. So there's reasons for it to work. It's just a matter of how it's going to work, and it's going to depend on these players' flexibility.
I agree.
I do have this question for you guys. Who would you rather have as your number 2? And your goal here is winning, obviously.
Yeah. I think Ivy, because Ivy's ceiling is just so high, and Asar, like I said before, is a guy you could just plug and play like Andrew Wiggins, like Andre Iguodala. All these players that he got comped to, there's a reason. he can be a very successful player, a very important player on a championship team. Maybe not necessarily averaging 30 points a game, but guarding the best perimeter player while also distributing off the bench, distributing while your stars are on the bench. Like, there's so many ways he can impact a game, much more than Jaden Ivey. Jaden Ivey's way is scoring, and like you said, Spencer, when he's on, he can give you 30. He can win you a game. Yeah. It could be game 3 and the series is 1-1, and Ivey goes for 35 and you win. Yeah. Like, that's what he can do.
And like we saw that when Andrew Wiggins was the number 2 for Golden State in those finals, they won, and it looked good. And that's kind of a comp for Ausar Thompson is Andrew Wiggins.
Well, I mean,
where
Wiggins
shooting
that ball better. But.
And, I mean, Wiggins didn't shoot the ball good when he first got into the league. He eventually got a shot a little bit better. And we don't know what Ausar's going to shoot yet. He hasn't played a game in the NBA, so we'll see what happens there. He was shooting 40% in the tournament.
The OTE tournament?
But the OTE tournament, yeah. He's shooting 40%, and those are NBA threes. So we'll have to wait to see what he does in the NBA before we already label him a bad shooter. But I think that
I don't know about bad shooter.
Even when the Warriors were at their best is when another comp for Ausar Thompson, Andre Iguodala, was not the second option. He was the guy that was doing other things. He was the ultimate glue guy. Yeah. So I think that would be better for that, is having a guy like Jaden Ivey as your number 2 to take some of the scoring pressure off Cade rather than having Ausar be your number 2. Because although he's very talented and get the rim, he's very athletic, Ivey's a better scorer.
Yeah, when I think of comps for Ausar Thompson, which are hard, I've never found one that's truly comfortable with. I think Iguodala is probably the best one, even though I think Ausar is probably a little bit better as a playmaker and ball handler. But I can't think of one that's missing that offensive threat as spreading the floor. I'm saying as a three-point shooter. And I just haven't seen that out of Ausar yet. That doesn't mean he's not going to have it, but like when you bring up a Wiggins, I think Wiggins shoots the ball. You're more comfortable with his shot. I think even coming into the league, he was what, number 2, number 1. Was Wiggins number 1 overall?
Yeah, he was the number 1 overall pick, and then he got traded for Kevin Love.
Yep. So like, I don't know, man. But I mean, we have it. We just got to see them mesh together and work out. I like having the 3 of them. I like having Ausar for sure. I think any team would love to have Ausar Thompson on their team. I say that almost every day at this point now that we finally have him. But I think he is better suited as a 3, not just within this offense, but almost any of them. Until he proves himself as a consistent shooter. What up, Chris?
So, question: are you? We can maybe even stretch this into a whole nother segment or debate here.
That's perfect time because we got to go break after this.
You're right. Right. That's why I timed it here. But with Ausar getting at 5, would you, if you're the Pistons, if you weren't getting 1 and getting Wemby, would you have rather gotten Ausar at 5 than looking at the guys that were taken at 2 through 4?
Say it one more time.
Just off of the fit. You're talking Scoot Henderson, Brandon Miller, and Amin Thompson were taken from Ausar. If you're the Pistons, we were all bummed about getting the 5th pick and not getting Wemby. Would you rather, if Wemby's off the table, have gotten Ausar at 5 than be in that position of 2 and 3 and pick between Scoot and Brandon Miller?
Let's talk about after we come back from Planet Fitness.
Planet Fitness. If you're angry, go to Planet Fitness and you can beat Low E. Planet Fitness is the home of the judgment-free zone, where you can work out in a non-intimidating, judgment-free atmosphere. The gym that has always been known for being clean is now cleaner than ever. You can get a full body workout in just 30 minutes and a 30-minute circuit. And all memberships include fitness training. What? Starting at just $10 a month. Or you can upgrade to the Black Card for $24.99 and get the use of all the amenities. Planet Fitness. You can join in club or online at planetfitness.com. It's Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
How about that rookie? He is something else. How big is that?
All of Detroit's sports teams live on Woodward. All of Detroit's sports coverage lives on Woodward Sports. Driving the best in Detroit sports coverage.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience and automatically enter for your chance to win not 1, but 2 vehicles of your choice, courtesy of Les Stanford Buick GMC of Ferndale. That's right, 2 cars, 1 for you, 1 for your wife, your girlfriend, or your best bud. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime, sign in, sit down, watch your favorite team play, and before you know it, your hair will be game ready. Let one of our talented, award-winning stylists make you look handsome and clean. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
The only sports network in Detroit that starts with a W. You know, because we win. Woodward Sports, Detroit's winning sports network.
What up, though, everybody, and welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. Make sure you like and share the stream. If you're listening on an audio platform, leave a 5-star review.
5 stars.
For the man to my left, the one and only Speak Easy. We got Chris Platte. We got JB Smooth. We got Brady Wood. I am Spencer Axter, and we are live at Dispo in Hazel Park. Make sure you come up here and get some goodies, and you can get some free frozen yogurt from Yogurt to Go, the best froyo in the city. So make sure you come up here and get some. Chris, you had a question for us before we went to break.
Yeah.
Please present your question to the class.
Present your question.
So the Pistons were bummed. Pistons fans were bummed about not getting the first overall pick, and not only not getting the first overall pick, but getting all the way at 5th, the worst possible outcome for Detroit.
Yeah,
but now looking with how the draft shaped out and looking at the fit,
Shake
correct.
Shake it.
Shaketh? Shooketh.
Shake it.
Shooked.
Shooked. Shooked out.
Shooky.
There we go. And
Shagged.
Rosetta Stone is working.
Shagged.
But the way it played out, you're looking at this team, and you're looking at Asar and how well he's fit in Summer League, the flashes he's shown. Would you rather have Asar projecting how he fits with Cade in this core, or have been in the position where you're forced to take somebody based off of talent and the fact that they were a higher regarded prospect, like Scoot, Brandon Miller, or Amin Thompson, the picks in between Wemby and Asar?
I would rather have Brandon Miller.
Even after that tough summer league?
Yes, even after that tough summer league. It was the last game he showed that he's still a baller. He went for 26. He showed his athleticism. He showed his shooting talent. I think Brandon Miller is going to be good. I think he's going to be very good. Obviously, yeah, Asar looks like he could be the real deal. It's nice to have a guy that's going to lock down somebody on the other team, but that's something you can get in the second round if you really want it. That's something you can get in free agency if you really need it. I would have rather had a top 3 talent in the draft because those aren't something that you can just grab somewhere. I mean, unless it's Cam Whitmore that falls to 20. But I think you would obviously rather have the more talented player. But I'm not mad. You know, it is what it is. We were at 5. We got Asar. I think he's going to be a great fit. But, yeah, if it comes down to it, I rather would have had a top 3 pick.
Easy?
It's tough. It's tough.
You're all
it's
about
tough.
fit.
It's tough, man. Yeah, I'm all about the fit, like my guy Tim Mile Kid. Shout out. But that's rough, man. Because I do feel like Brandon Miller is the better fit. When you're looking for you got a playmaker like Cade Cunningham. I've said it millions and millions and millions and millions of times. My pro-com form was Luka Doncic. When you surround Luka Doncic with reliable three-point shooters and probably a little bit more defense you want in that situation, you have Eastern Conference championships games at least. You're winning. You're winning basketball. But it doesn't go to say you're not going to win basketball with Asar. I think pound for pound as a prospect, Asar might end up being the better player than Brandon Miller, but I think Brandon Miller is a better fit. That being said, through Summer League, I don't know how consistent that 3-point is, but I'm going to go with Asar, man. I think he could do more. I do agree, though, with Spinney that Brandon Miller probably is the better fit for this team if you're looking to win basketball right away, but the way we've spoken about Asar in the past segment was as a third option. And again, I can't think of too many second options on championship-winning teams or winning teams that resemble Asar Thompson. So maybe it is Brandon Miller. That's a really tough one for me, but I like Asar a lot.
Yeah, that's where it comes down to me is Miller, because I love Scoot. I'm all in on Scoot, but we've talked about that at nauseum. How he doesn't fit with this team. So for me, it comes down to Brandon Miller versus Asar, and like you guys said, Miller is the better fit. But the concern I have with Miller is the 3-point shot. Now it's looked good, but if it's not good, if it doesn't work out, then he is a far lower quality prospect than we thought. Because ultimately, when I watch his athleticism, it doesn't peep off the page to me. He's not an explosive athlete like obviously the Thompson twins are. And so when you're an athlete and you have a high IQ and a good feel for the game like Asar, those are 2 good traits that will pretty much carry you throughout to having a decent NBA career. If you're a high level athlete and a high level processor, you can go really, really far in this league. So Asar is almost in some sense the worst fit for the Pistons, or the lesser fit for the Pistons, but the safer bet considering his skill set and what he brings to the table. So I'm torn. I don't write people off based on Summer League.
Yeah.
But it's hard not to fall in love with Asar and the way he's played and projecting that with what this Pistons team can be.
Yeah.
But it goes against my theory of needing an elite shooter on a championship team and it being one of your best players. I'm truly, truly torn on this. I think I'd have to lean with Asar just because I'm betting on the high IQ guys. They tend to figure it out.
What's the last team that won a championship without an elite shooter?
The 2020 Lakers. And that was an anomaly because you have 2 top 5 players.
Well, KCP was going off in the playoffs too.
But I'm saying, but Spencer, I think you're saying like one of your best players because every team could sign a sharpshooter, just like you could sign a defender.
You said without an elite shooter.
Yeah.
No, but in your top rotation.
Yeah.
That's fair. So is Cade Cunningham LeBron James? Is Jalen Duren Anthony Davis? Like
no, yeah.
In a perfect world, yeah. If I wake up, no, probably not. But I still think you need an elite shooter somewhere on your team, and they don't have one in their starting lineup
at
unless
all.
Bogey starts.
Yeah. I was gonna say, yeah. I mean, KCP was the elite shooter too, for you, Chris. 46. Oh, I'm okay.
He was very good, but again, that's a role player. Like you need your star. Like say you're down 3. Say that Lakers team was down 3 in the championship. Like who's taking that shot? LeBron. LeBron's a pretty good 3-point shooter and has had clutch moments.
LeBron's taking a shot.
But you don't necessarily. That's not the most comfortable thing if you're a Lakers fan, right? Like you got to be real with yourself.
You'd much rather have LeBron.
You'd much rather have Steph Curry,
bro?
Because he's just not good. No, I'm playing. He's good. He's good. His legacy is the most interesting thing. We could do another couple of segments about that and how Cade affects LeBron's legacy. We could do that. We could jump into that next.
No, I think in the same way though, you say you can go out there and you could hire a gun for hire in terms of like an elite defender. I think it's almost easier to do for like the shooters.
There's shooters everywhere.
You know what I'm saying? So like
We just got one.
That's why I think a Soar is probably
Harris.
the better value. Like I think there's a world where like years from now, and I don't care how this comes out, that either Amin or Soar are discussed as possibly the best players out of this draft class.
No.
If Wemby fails, as to be like what he's
He won't.
supposed to be. Which odds are that he aren't. But like if there's like it's between those two and Scoot, I'd say, over Brandon Miller in terms of like just players pound for pound. I don't necessarily think that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate it. I still like Taylor Hendricks the most as a fit.
Yeah.
Come on.
What has Taylor Hendricks been doing in Summer League?
Exactly.
Well, he is somebody that I've been meaning to check the box scores and I haven't gotten a feel for. I heard from some other people that I listened to saying that they weren't that impressed with him, but I haven't actually gotten the chance to watch any of the tape. And I don't like just looking at box scores, but I've heard mixed reviews on him so far. But I still wouldn't sell on him. I love Taylor Hendricks.
What'd you say? You like who?
I love Taylor Hendricks. He would have been an awesome fit. If the Pistons could have found, my dream scenario was if the Pistons could have found a way to get back in the draft to get Taylor Hendricks with Asar, I would have loved that draft 10 times more than I already love it. And I love Marcus Sasser too,
Yeah,
by the way.
nice.
How
Who could be
stupid
an elite shooter.
does the league look for passing on Whitmore? I mean, as many times as they did. Or is it too early to start talking like that?
It's too early.
Again, too early. Summer league favors the more athletic, and Cam Whitmore is an uber athlete.
He was knocking down those threes too.
He was.
He was splashing them in Jaden Ivey's
But in
grill.
general, when you look at Summer League, the two things that stand out are players that are supreme athletes and supreme shooters. And Cam Whitmore, when he was out there, he just looked like he didn't belong out there. Not because he's so much better than everyone, but because he's just so much more athletic than everybody. And there's just the NBA athlete is a whole different animal than the Summer League athlete.
Yeah.
So we'll see how he looks in the NBA.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Some of the chess of the Pistons play on ESPN tonight.
Yes, sir. Their final game. Yep, Spurs without Wemby.
Let's go to a commercial break while East Point's Finest is
Tell us about Swiss.
revving up the engine. Let me tell you guys about Swiss Insurance, guys. If you're planning or sponsoring a golf outing this year, ask Swiss Insurance about the hole-in-one putting contest and the $1 Million Shootout coverage. For a very affordable amount, you can give away a huge prize like $10,000 or a new car. Help build your business with big ideas. Check out Swiss today, SwissINS.com, or call Mark directly at 248-800-4177. It's Woodward Heavyweights. We'll be right back.
Woodward Avenue, the first paved road in America. Woodward Sports, the first sports network born in Detroit and made for Detroit. us. Hop on the YouTube chat. Slide in the DMS at Woodward Sports on all social media.
Your childhood may be over, but Playtime is not. Outdoor Equipment Company is your source for outdoor power equipment, sales, service, and parts. Carrying top brands such as Bad Boy, LS Tractor, Steel, and more. Servicing the Great Lakes region with locations in Metro Detroit and Greater Lansing. For more information, visit us at OutdoorEquipmentCo.com. Outdoor Equipment Company, your power equipment playground. What up, though, everybody, and welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. Make sure you like and share the stream. If you're listening on audio platform, leave a 5-star review. For the man to my left, the one and only Speak Easy, Chris Platte, JB, Brady Wood. I am Spencer Raxter. We are live at Dispo out here in Hazeltucky. Make sure you come up and join us. We're only going to be here for probably about 30 more minutes. Yogurt to go is they're packing up, so you better get here fast if you want some of that free fro yo.
You can also sign up or order online too for delivery. DispoShops.com.
Order online for delivery. DispoShop.com.
Eclairs. All donuts, honestly.
Get that shit box out of here, please.
Can we, unless we have something else on topics you want to talk about?
No.
How trippy is that Hunter Biden shit? I not even Hunter Biden shit. I'm sorry. I jumped to the right to the point.
Shit.
The cocaine in the White House.
Piss, I lost a ton of money on that bet.
The cocaine you bet on Hunter in Biden? The White House.
Of course.
I put some money on Travis Kelce.
The investigation's been closed. They couldn't find any evidence in the White House.
So that just means you can go, if you make it into the White House, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
That shit. I'm not trying to get political, but what the fuck?
I mean, it is called the White House.
That just confirms it's Hunter Biden, no? What the hell?
Maybe it's just like...
Or maybe it's...
like Ronald Reagan's stash from back in the day.
Yeah.
Fell out of the ceiling.
That actually is like JFK's?
JFK, I don't even think JFK made it to the White House.
Because JFK... Yo, what the fuck?
JFK got smoked on his parade, bro. I don't know if he made it to the White House.
No, that wasn't that parade. He was already president.
The grassy knoll.
He was the guy that started the war on drugs.
If Ben Simmons was the shooter, he'd still be here. Shout out JFK.
Ben Simmons was the shooter, he'd still be here.
Rip.
Are those memes right now? You can do that for anybody.
I love those. It was like AI. You know how AI can like age people? They could do photos of people that are aged. They did an age photo of JFK, and it was like if Russell Westbrook was the shooter, and it was like JFK old and gray and like still living.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah. But I was pissed about the cocaine stuff because it was like, to me, it's like I'm not a big conspiracy theorist, but I find it just blatantly disrespectful. Like
the Hunter Biden shit is
you're
like,
telling me
it was obviously his.
Yeah,
right? Like there's maybe Travis Kelce's. That's why it could have been Travis Kelce's.
That'd be the second favorite. But that shit
Maybe Andy Reid.
It goes back to like the Epstein thing. Like really, the camera shut off in the most secure prison. Like I'm just saying.
Chris visited Epstein Island.
I'm just saying. No. We're not doing that.
Yeah.
We're not doing that. I'm talking
Chris
about
22.
I'm talking about when he happened to kill himself in his cell next to a 6'6" like mercenary.
I heard Parker 22 said
murder.
it wasn't his fault.
You heard what?
I heard Parker 22 said it wasn't his fault. He got a bad rap.
Parker is Parker 22.
Parker 22.
Man, I can see Parker being Parker 22.
For sure.
Not by choice.
Parker Deuce.
My man outkicked his coverage. He might have to do whatever he has to do to keep that one.
It's like one of those memes, like, what would you do if, what's his name, Jason Love?
Yeah.
What would you do if Jason Love slapped your girl on the ass? Because he's a big motherfucker.
I mean, I'd fight him.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
Kick his kneecap.
Yeah, exactly.
Anytime I'm fighting a fucking 6'5", 300-pound brick shit house, I'm kicking him right in the kneecap.
I'm taking him straight to the ground. The only issue is something might flop on my forehead.
Yeah.
The process of that. That's the only threat in that situation.
You just gotta make sure you kick him in the right kneecap.
Yes.
That bitch might bite you back.
Yeah. It eats the bullet and spits it back out of you. God damn it, I was asking. Okay, I actually have this question. Who's your dream girl?
My dream girl?
Like number one.
Ana de Armas.
Now, what if like an agreement's the only way to keep her around as your girl?
Okay.
She has to see Jason Love once a month.
Once a month?
Once a week.
Once a month.
Once a week?
Once a week.
No. It ain't worth it.
That's your dream girl.
Yeah?
Once a month.
I have other dreams.
Yeah, I do have other dreams. I got plenty of dreams. I got plenty of dreams.
Once a month.
Brian reactions, there's no way Pilar is your dream girl. Like,
what do you mean? Pilar is gorgeous.
She was, but like dream girl.
She is.
What about Nancy Pelosi?
Bro, that would be a
Where
sex
is
day for
that?
the ages.
Where does that even come from?
That would be a sex day for the ages.
Where are you going?
Nancy Pelosi versus Jordan Love or Jason Love.
Chris, who's your dream girl?
It's Janae Aiko all day.
Oh,
all right.
I'd eat her booty like groceries for sure.
For sure.
You had to let Big Sean hit that once a month.
No. Big Sean, I respect your music. Great catalog. But no.
These are your dream girls, guys.
Yeah, I have other dreams.
You said once a week.
I have
for me.
other dreams.
Who's your dream girl? Who's your dream girl? I'd probably go for once a month. I
have too many. I have way too many, to be honest with you. I'm a dirty dog.
Tiana Trump. Well, no, that doesn't fair.
Yeah, that's already, yeah.
That's what's paying the bill, so Eazy can be a stay-at-home boyfriend.
What if it's the same scenario as like the Adam 22 one, where they're profiting off the whole situation?
Fuck no, baby. I don't want to be outed as a cuck to the entire world.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Oh, no.
That's fair.
I'd rather hide that shame and take it with me to the grave.
Since everybody else say no, I'm just going to say no.
No, you.
No,
oh, so you're a shoop.
I don't even have like a
fucking sheep. This guy's a sheep.
A shoop. So you're a shoop.
You're a shoop, huh?
The fuck is this, Rick and Morty? I'm trying. I don't even know who. I had to have that like, example girl.
Sofia Vergara. Prime Sofia Vergara. Like Sofia Vergara, like 10 years ago.
Just for the like, I'd break up with her. I'm saying yeah, just like hit that. I'm breaking up with her after a month. After it goes down, we're done. But I get that prime. I got a week of that.
That's also true. Like, I just do it until the day of, and then after she gets destroyed by Jason Love, I'm just,
We should try to get Jason Love on the show.
I'll post the nudes on Instagram and I'll get rich.
Hit the like button if we should get Jason Love on the show. I bet I can make it happen.
Dude, please, no way. He's fucking
no.
Jamal Hills, big time in you. Jason Love is one of the top 3 most Googled people in the world right now.
Top 3, you think?
Yes.
Everybody's trying to find out who's
Chris, can you check Google? I'm curious. Yeah, where he's ranking right now?
He's got to be top 5.
I'd say top 10.
That's true. I guess
the
his
world,
name really
you know?
isn't in it.
Because also there's people like probably don't want to see that go down.
Yeah.
I know, but like not everybody's into that.
But there's also BTS.
There's also what?
BTS, bro. They go crazy for those K-pop stars.
Oh yeah, the K-pop stars are always in there.
They're always like the top of Google.
It is insane. Because the crazy part is too is like I can't even name you a single song they sing.
Yeah.
Is there? Do you guys know one?
I know that one with Meg Thee Stallion, Butter.
Which one?
Yeah. Period.
Period.
What's the noise Meg makes?
That.
Yeah, something like that.
I'll fucking die laughing.
Don't hate on
that
Bob.
middle song.
But that'll do it for us today, live from Dispo in Hazel Park. Make sure you come up here and get some deals while they're still open. You know they always take care of us. Shout out to Darren. Shout out to all the guys at Dispo. Claude, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Sean-Claude Van Damme, all the guys up here.
Sean-Claude Van Daren.
Sean-Claude Van Daren. The
I like that.
Undefeated trio of Dispo. But we appreciate them for always having us out here. They always hook us up and take care of us. They're the best. For Eazy, for JB, for Chris, for Brady, I am Spencer. We are the Woodward Heavyweights. We'll catch you guys on Monday. Have a good weekend. Come up to Dispo and get some weed. Peace.
Get a shot up. This is for the win. All of Detroit's sports teams live on Woodward. All of Detroit's sports coverage lives on Woodward Sports. Driving the best in